6.7 for bros yesin kunya awukin shemu nsamno ana yede eba yetrema 12 p.m. yabasoro so ema adum news no enso atwa so kama pa edi amwa no enya agoya be nkomo bebre na enso gupono so ayabra na yebebe di FIFA World Cup no approach enche bia dwumadie no enso start we United States of America, Canada, Mexico na and amane bi start here omom enso touch down US Montreal so yede sam enso United States of America eno omom ene Senegal preparation game baako ede so mankasa omom enso ho den ehwe na Senegal manager any players no enso akasa after the big game and omom boy editi omanya ye from US Brazil mi ankasa mama no amosom any Cape Africa yan rep baako a All World Cup na sana eko share 5-2 ana Brazil for no enso F5 win no Cape for no say omom enya positive bebre na ewo game no mu na Panama rather na omoso mo ye positive so ewo game no mu omone Ghana bebo ye be hwe atimoni Brazil she obo Ghana ye betumi enya sa point na na fi say ye technical team no and F no and Ghana for grab bisu so say Panama dia ekwan bia so say first 3 point no ye Jane enso edifi omonche ba erimu ensam ebe pa yame aduma de Chanda Blasters of Ghana versus Wolves ye romo ewa wasa domiaba school park no so live commentary and I say that yaso rather the way ave kuni bo that yaso park also na just a live commentary no ye kwa koye juma enso ho edi amana eba hwa yen squad ye say bi fi baby a embeshemi biem brat Nations Caputo Razak Sansan it is not over until say final confirmation no ebeba o say wake up no wagidie so still obetumi make cut no na wewuro mu akwakoye adwuma tise many more emran chene beba na yedini na enso ehon komo wo monitor ewo TV no so a future TV on multi TV decoder Facebook forum fa a future 106.7 FM live on Facebook YouTube edem 247 ye brazy enso ewo YouTube or den there and on enso enya gonachino Instagram na elsina wo dwane ewo ho a eyaman enso betumi ayekama ede ama ye nyina kankama edubofo enso ewo fear answer unstoppable obetene nka kwame enso ewo fear ha efie sam na mra na so a kwame ede ebekọ na chese je di frata bia sa wonsa beka no waye won adwuma kama pa enso ede ama show na ko adwencha no fobra na yenken kan enfoma eboa ama adwuma de efi adum ekọ adum nti SMS no 0249 505043 0249 505043 eno ay SMS a wodo adwencha no etuma mekani na kama pa enso edi amami kosto bi na akoma mrencha na akwaba na afi dwumadie no enso ahyase obi ma feedback wa hauti lolo munyama na mami na yendi enkomo kodo bi awako de
Gagu positive yami adom bia kama
okay
yes, new day new week new month
yeah
bibia ye new
okay
bibia ye new send the Monday
okay
na sia ko new month
okay
bibia kama
okay
bibia kama
fine oh tumu kwa sorry
oh Debbie
Future Sports
ede mi ase
bibia de ko fe dia no
kan kama du bofo
bisa question
oh yeah utumi kwa sorry enra okay oh yeah there okay kwame
the Sikani man
1-1
1-1 say
wa kokko ba kwanko na we
me na me no wofia na
masa me so we
me no wofia so hum na me so me hu
o kwa sorry
once me no wofia ne say anko bia
o kwa sorry etina visi mu feri o kwa sorry
hum me na
anti wanko
so
fantastic kwa me so anko sorry ti ene kanka mu him no am say wonko abeto because they are on to no aso no nko ti so we matter this o ko matter this ya de bi so ye no ano aka bi foforo
hu aso be kwa sorry
me see yi dia o me bi sa o ko matter this
yeah me comment
fantastic ati obi aho ya dia ye de twere ampon yankopon ase ye ba be kwa amana ne aba quick pa na de hobia yetumi edi nkomo kwa me la wo coat no de agro ni wo coat no senya agro
oh abi adum
coat na obi ato abro no ya adum
wo so bi na ato abre me anam toy se me kwa akra ti kwa nam toy
obeto coat ya nkan
me kwa nam toy
obeto coat ya nkan ya wate
ti kwa nam toy why me obi ana toy me anam toy
okay ti ye kwa anu no yan kwama na mra quick na be ncha kura na yan fa no he the pressure be ba wo so no munyi ba nka mo ati yan kwama na mra na messages no so start ya eba wo Facebook no so nti wo ba twene na say Facebook fo no amona enye ndi ni ye kura but still ye be wuro mu na ye hu de kwati ma ya ni say na ye ntwa ho mra ya bo a ama no nsam no ya fo ni na enso e dia ba quick na bibia aye kama ya nchen da kura visa ndan sam no e do so pa me bonum kim ba ko pe kim cake ba ko pe na ya ba jo en ko be bia gina he ya na ye fo ni say enso na ya nkwamla sisi
heba Danny beat
ye kwakwa ye wadwuma enso ejama so e future 106.7 FM monitor enso radio no so no mo hwen our TV no so no mo join our multi TV decoder e future TV our multi TV no so and it no YouTube for no so enso to me be join na bibian enso to me aye kama na ye start a woman single enso our French opera no enso aye tenesa unu sana panama ya stories bebre no enso etum edema 10:30 an paya ayatian abapa wona ye fa medicine keys omo enso ebo e che dina naida eno achi ye banya abapa wa ye fa aina sabaranka sa on enso tum ebo e che Naomi Osaka ayanyama ya aduma ena na 6:15 PM ana sa big game no enso tum ebo na no na abo wona ye fa aina sabaranka sa o kan amobibia kwa cha say French Open wait here this is the time sir also no make another history and so our French Open say make sure sir Jamaica tumanda against Naomi Osaka obey to be tumbia sanabaya ono enso baba wana ye for aina sabaranka obey to me ens afa win na and we our grand finale we enso koma me pochang ens efi French Open as e banana pero ye ni na wetuma enso e de ema ultimate na MC for mama ye starting na ye nruo na pictures and videos no among else monitor our TV and social media handles no among else and your beneficiaries na bibia and kamana yes start FFI above branch na ye fan grandma or chaya na when me say akra no upon a ball edema amona me pocha ye fan Mexico na e ban national team football de bia obehu a branch na ye fan o chaya and so say ne performance no answer to me na me say amona ye fan Mexico squad no pa ye ana chase akrona ye fan grandma ochaya ne tin ens I was squad ni mo na unim say at age 40 sisi obey the legendary goalkeeper or represent sa amana me pochon ye fan Mexico once again ens I FIFA World Cup na say evisa unim say 2010 unyang ens ekwaye and at 2006 area on ens to join squad no our Germany World Cup na say about 2014 and branch ens to ekwaye 2018 and by part upon ekwaye as she said 2022 on answer to acquire 26 now Ochaya once again amana ye fan Mexico so and a pino answer romo FIFA World Cup na the kwako be said here na chese wakwako ya record say are one of the goalkeepers ban say FIFA World Cup yanko na yanko nkodi juma enfama yamanya on answer to euro bako ba yan nine enso etuma ye juma ma bibia enso aye kamana mo mama Leo Messi and na anasa na pay me sorry Edema, sell your mercy, attach it down. Our Argentina mano, among answer training camp, and a private jet, and a basic orona. You fell your mercy, and our camp, na Argentina bites, and say, mercy, about boy, attach it down, and de Uroma, me pochon, and you dear, our company be beer, and some across, say, this year, union else up on a bepoa, and once again, among ye from Argentina, among answer to me, Argentina, me pochon, ye for FIFA wake up, and soon Eddie, some national, when him say of Inter Miami, anti, when him say a Quambias or bar, on it, Rodrigo Depo, and on him, buying answer to me, upon none of pay, BBM answer to me, come on, now, my former Liverpool player, boy, not ye friend James Mona. Na yendi James Mona won come if say reporter Erum Albert say owura ye fan James Mona say enya dia onon else betumi atwa so na wasi akan biem eti James Mona announcement no eno else tumi aba say wa retire enso our football enya dia wunya else tumi atwa so na wa ye juman else e ma crab bia enso e wa sase we su bie we enso kama me port eba anape me ya sorry else e de ma say me port Liverpool for among else apame Yefon Aina Slot, I'm a reporter Eba, HS Equambios Ayapapana, Yefon Anthony Irola, on Anababa Ababe, John Amana Pecrano, I'm Sam Catchos, Liverpool France first option, Anthony Irola, second option, Anthony Irola, sounds and a third option, or Anthony Irola, and Liverpool France Equambios, Arona Yefon Anthony, on Abebana Chasa, what about Juman S. or Messi side, Adamachimna, Yefon Liverpool na makacho de dasa goalkeeper RSM Brekasa onyo beko efise Juventus team na inu tin komo ama nkomo no ehwe tumi akwanim se owura na yefon RSM sesena yama ekone akwambia so onye Juventus school day to no ma why not obeko na wakwakoye adwuma enso atumi ejama na pe reporter me chance owura na yefon RSM Brekasa obetwan ama new manager Anthony Irola oba oni papa no behia na woman reasons opese odi Liverpool ekọ enso ekoye tuma edema san tim na me poch ene Roma ye from Juventus na so oka brako mianu miasa na still money intana ye from Anthony Irola say unia ma ba foforo nya botre mame na boba ye 1 season bi kan wodia owura no se obetia hye no no enso tumi atena aye tuma enso edema san tim na me poch ye from Liverpool enough of Liverpool ye Roma our Germany national team no na am manager aye owura na Yefon Julian Negresman and no Negresman on answer to me ekodi nkoma bebre na o start Yakobi san say Daban anakai Havert join omona Yefon Germany on answer to me camp ma bibia aye kamana Negresman say Kai Havert munya botrama no akra no abe join na sisi dia won say Kai bebampo a obe join Germany national team straight e US monchan so anya tia of England na and they wafa brain ebe piamo enso awo Germany tabi entumi emman sarcha kwala babakra US monchan so omana ye from Germany omon attach da US akrona ye from Kai Havert no on enso betumi atwan omo ama bibia aye kamana manager na say Kai Havert ye hu no UEFA Champions League final na say ejuma boy no enso tuma ye edema san tim no me pot ye from Arsenal say ni goal no o say enso edema Arsenal exceptional goal say ye hwenu say akrai wake up obedi sa juma na be enso ede masa amana me pot ye from Germany national Julian Nagelsmann say e ban say ye defender enfon say oya attack or samba back enso ebe defender ama bibian enso tuma ye kamana akrona ye from Nathaniel Brown I say wiki my yana stories be brona enso etumi ejamana ye bisa manager Julian Nagelsmann say Nathaniel Brown from no ababrutana wake up onya not over boy na ye fan David Ramana or start our left back or e more mana ye fan Germany na Nagelsmann say akra no phone mum de abaya me no kura ni born e eno ana akra no ono enso tumi abofisa sisi akwa no 1v1 amasa oye better at the chain and then the competitor no and it also potentials ekura kuma no wo ni pace ekura no and it also adwuan boy no enso awisi ade bobo and it okura ball nankasa o feel comfortable e ban have spaces na boy no enso awisi ni ye ama bibia ayekabanti sa ya compare dia nka obakasa akra ye for Natana Brown oba peke no ahead of David Run, but David so enso ewa ende nyama bia anon enso tumi aboa ama na football no enso aye complete way enso anan koma me poch eba na isa bisa mani njana say ye hu ni game oboye against Omana me poch ye from Finland na ye hu say owisi ende Arezana Pavlovich sanso ana Forest in Maicha na mo fa sankofo mienu ma me ewa Germany national team no finfo ye bisa junior Grace man say some boys two way mu ana nyame ya adoma wake up here say wo ko na cha say wo ko you see omo no say yes against Finland no obian enso tumi hu say Forest in Maicha on boy na ye from Alexander Pavlovich omo mienu no enso tumi combine edi juma enso edemasa omana me pot ye from Germany to wake up bibian enso tumi ansesa some boys way mu ana omo enso be gina fifi wo enso abel juma edemasa omana me pot ye from Germany we enso koma ebana report amemeti sisi echa say wonim say Finland players no eno mu nyina na ye game ni bi aboye enra eno echi Germany for no so omo players ni bi etna bench ama ya pon game no ya omo anya bi ambo echi dia meti echa say omo enra omo anya game ni bi ambo ewo Germany ene omo na me pot ye for na Finland akachiri na omo mienu ni nyina ebehia jame ya tuma ndan adwi na game ba kon enhwe tumi akosinti enra ye bo Germany versus Finland kojo enaso yesa abo another Germany versus Finland way ay omo enro omo enhwe tumi etna bench no we enon kama me pot eba now yanko Brighton na mama mi akra na ye for ni Charlie Cresswell na yendi Charlie Cresswell won kama na another pe report ami ya cha say Brighton and home Fabian for no say oh omo hwe boy na ye for ni Charlie Cresswell omo ashana bako mienu miasa omo hu say akra na oba na ball enso edema Torus no ne performance aye brutal at Brighton for no say omo enso betuma dinkan omo ekrom nsam sika 23 million euros say omo enso ade koma san tim na me project ye for no turu na me che say aye nana paya ana kanka che say ende often etomo na turu for say na mo Brighton for mo jin say sabi ye ngraso for na mo anyamo ana mo fall low ana mo etwa na high akra wey eye 23 asemo fi say yenim say mo Brighton mo ta akra wey 23 acha 1 2 3 season mo boton 80 mo betumi kura twa na buy 100 sa mo ba mo bra fully na mo njai 23 ne san komo na mo so mudi eka 23 anka boy no enso betumi alternative na me pot ye fa ni toru no no enso tumi aye adwuma enso etumi ejama na woni sa akra wey ukọ England mo enso under 21 o yes akra no enso aye brutal okra ball ewo fifi ebian enso ade ba wo ba ko mienu che akwa we ebatwan ama bibian enso tumi kama we enso no koma me pot ebachesa and na pay highway no so ye we tuma enso tuma de ma enso ewo tuma de enso na mo mami Florentino Perez Real Madrid from amo enso president no na ose ensamewre na ekoso so kasa obekasa am say obekasa ama na no anhwe tumi akokra enso ekwekoche nkofo bia ani so no anhwe tumi akasa na ono anhwe de chom na dobe tumi akan say Real Madrid locker room no eye wonderful shinsi ye ana ena we ni we kontokwa ebia na we ene manager we enkasa manager we epese obo rough touches against player bi na president ye for Florentino Perez say sa stories about bonchini yina enokrabian ensentum enyim the same guys we ma ana debia omum ensentum ehemo na omum enso diagra about ball enso edi bom ama bibia enso eye kamana what is obi kan sembi say we I say umko training ground na obi buafu a osini yina omu blowing out of proportion no krabia enso enyi sanse mo we enso no kom ebana owura na say watete say enkofo bi especially central for bebre na enso kasa Vinicius Junior nani ens anje e was san tim na ye fa Real Madrid na frontier police say hey obi abaka bia ache obi asini wu eno kro bia ens any sa story mo o say Vinicius Junior e onu a ono de akra no ens e be pie mo e Real Madrid bobo kore mo akra no eni eji bruta e ba ne say Vinicius Junior nani eji e Real Madrid amasa nani eji eno echi o say what say nkofo bi say Vini e demand more money and say no ens to me stand ens e de ma tim na me pot ye fa no Real Madrid say eno kro bia ens any sa story no mo eno echi ye be sound on Kylian Mbappe say enko for edi boy ya tam say me ko wokọ ya Paris Saint-Germain for no afa Champions League no mienu na Kylian Mbappe no akwa no ball no on tumi mbo emfama Real Madrid na president ne say obetumi aka say Mbappe ono kra wa ya ade na Mbappe eye edema Real Madrid no ono president ye fa frontina press wanda enso anjom sa kra no betuma ye Saudi officer obie di mo asase we so ebia wa won pese obeka no kra ana wontumi enkasa akra no position na managers no ede boy no elbo e was santima ye fa Real Madrid no eye wrong position enye kire no map ni position ono enso tumi fancy ana managers ni na omo enso use boy no na o say some mistakes na omo aye ni previous na yame ya duma next season ya dia omo anso betumi repeat some mistake ni bio eya dia akro no ye fa ne Kylian Mbappe manager obaba bia ono president na eba instruct some manager say o see Kylian Mbappe anso awon right position na bibian anso ntuma kama we anso no koma eba Champions League ya bawie na me say goal of the season and paying form Edema Real Madrid akro no ye fa Federico Valverde ni goal akon esha Edema Real Madrid against Manchester City and anasisi me pot goal of the season UEFA answer Champions League no attend answer P was na me come Manchester City just go for that meaning somebody just come am dia yes only monfalum biem na yendi no nkomo eno na dwe yekobisa ne say ni future won samsam echisan e Manchester City na osisi our Croatia or prepare at Jacob wake up now say I'm gonna Ghana cry our game into concentration level no or I was runya dia obedi did come out different be about to be to my can say nani J our team na ye for Manchester City be am say Abrana on Brian no not the bia day in day out upon 90 minutes at my team na me pot ye for Manchester City or Brian or return ye and anyama aya din kakra and on else and Chelsea na bemu and bebu obetwa so a edini dwuma edema san tim na me pot ye fa Manchester City but jame metin sisi ana paso Chelsea ni agency no ene Real Madrid edin koma say so ombanya defenders dia and ye amon consider ne client na ye fa Josko Valder we enso koma me pot eba na oruna ye fa Fabio Capello papa no ekodi nkomo minim se mo be ya Rafael amamia monfon ento so enfama mina Fabio Capello di nkomo edie fa esim na akra na ye fa Rafael yo ho be last week kra me ya story se Rafael no se ne je ewe djuma ono ebaye edma tim na me poche ye fa esim na mom ne kra na se enkoye ontumi ntia so endi ne djuma enfama sa tim na me poche ye fa na melanchi yame ya duma sama transfer ni bia ekwan bia so obabu ni ketem edie fi sa tim na ye fa esim na no enso tuma kwa cooperative fofo enso aye tuma ejamna no na mani njana ye fa Fabio Capello say yeah akra we also okwa munja no ma akra no enko mo bia so so eso ha na akra we kra ya ono kra no say mo ma no playing time bebresa e was team na ye fa esim Fabio Capello say e ba ne talent dia there's no doubt say boy na ye fa Rafaelio akra no ens e wa talent no bebre but o say we yankasa onye serious odina pitch no so a bibian ens enter say opeso ball no edema team na me pot ye fa esim ancha akra we akwa so okwa munja no ma boy no ens ntumi akọ we en koma eba mo ma Curtin Jones here na Liverpool akra na ye fa Curtin Jones report am church say personally oni team na ye fa Inter Milan ewie agreement no enso tumi akwaso obasan ediama international Milano until 2030 ana akrona yefan Curtin Jones enso betumi asan contract ediama team na me poton yefan ende me pot intermedianka crab to crab agreement awasa Inter for any Liverpool enso awie ama boy no enso etumi etwan bono so enso de my team na me pot yefan Inter wa matese kapa areza baraga me pot Arsenal mu goalkeeper no nie yes Inter for no edidi di nkoma bi ama boy agent no a ofa kapa ede ama Inter say owo Arsenal no onye goal ni bi enso enda so benya bia da aje say worry day game bi enfa so bia enso da any game no ho ana yama boy no akwa bi aje say Inter for ni goalkeeper yanso ma ekọ say omo perje omo mra no omo enso emba for oni Arsenal for bekasa na wa cheche nsamu ade ate Arsenal na Arsenal for agent boy na ye fan kapa areza berega enso ede ma team na me pot yefon Inter Javier Zanatti ubakai 2010 abona Inter FA Champions League no omo capito papa no enso eye djuma no say sa na dwene wanda ema de chie efise na okwa bronte na ohwe se Milan kro no muina obia obehie ni bia ohwe sa team na yefon Inter omum enso Chelsea edi jubreti arabibia eye kamamete se striker na yefon Dusan Brahovic no me pocho Inter Milan force omum enso ehwe ni sa hwe ansesa omum eni agent ne bedi nkomo na yame ya tuma sama transfer akran enso tumi aba be djuma ade ma sa team na me pocho yefon Inter still on Inter Matisa Harry Maga ya offer bueno ensun ediama team na me pocha ya fa Inter Milan Andre Rabiot mate sesisia Massimilian Allegri entwene Napoli no anshan Andre Rabiot enso betumi akọ na wakọ akosan contract ediama team na ya from LSC Napoli na metisa Rabiot se obetwen ama team na ya from AC Milan appointing new manager no only new manager na kwakwese din komo se new manager eman assurance se ba obey oye key player or a key member in project or the pay on answer involved our team na me pot yefan AC Milan dia why not on boy na yefan Andre Rabiot answer ebetna answer edin juma na mo se manager on initia na manager na answer to me am assurance dia obabu ni ketem e de fi Milan answer akwa Naples akoye tuma e de man so team na yefan ende uroma Napoli way answer nkoma ebaramate David Frattasi banon ebefi Inter e confirm asisi ye hu atuma ens adema matesa random koromuoni akra no touchdown odibesi obekwa akotwe game no so e de ma so team na me pocho ye fam Juventus ama bibia enso atuma ye kama we enso latest eba na na pero ye hu atuma na momfa me nko Atlanta na momami oru na ye fam Cristiano Guantori na anapay latest eba chese Atlanta for official omum enso tumi announce say omu new sporting director ay orona yefan Cristiano Guantori ntionie usha ene uroma Facebook ani chief no so a mo amusha no way ay papa na yefan Cristiano Guantori on anachisi oba Atlanta Bergamasco Calcio Bergamo kroma babaye tuma e ma san chief na yefan Atlanta as omu sporting director way enso no koma e bana yakwa Paris Saint-Germain na yakwa kotwe ejuma no so enso e PH e chama me Osmani Dembele na yeni Dembele hon come fi last season abro na chim na ye from Paris Saint-Germain amom eji UEFA Champions League yes post ni live on your school Facebook any chief na so at a picture way last season ana boy na ye from Osmani Dembele e twa ye rabon na chim na ye from Paris Saint-Germain amom etum eja tie na ye from UEFA Champions League boy no at dressing room na baby da bi mom dada na ba ko na amon san fama me baby Nuno Mendes ende no loka no wono e ho ana ote ana union e the Champions League trophy no enso esi nanim na wasua na namienu ina enso e de gu ende trophy na so na mama me enra so picture na boy e twae the same picture na we create the same picture na last season on enso 2020 enra de ni with UEFA Champions League trophy wasan sua na namienu ina enso e de gu ende Roma trophy no so rabra no enso e ende PH enso dressing room ho ama bibia enso e kama we enso no nkoma ebana okọ Paris owo na ye fan Luis Campos say on monitor locomotive Moscow on midfielder player ye fan Alexei Uroma Batrokov 20 years and Alexei Batrokov boy no enso enyana mache say me poto PG for no say South Russia akra we omo enso ema monitor ye na nyame ya duma ne sama transfer enso tumi akwa na enra celebration no kwaso Paris Saint-Germain pay me bebre na enso edema no echi no Sunday na pa bia e was Sunday special ye show videos bebre na ntia afiansa ye ba ha ho e wo ho bia eno ye wie akwa me chesa but me ma additions kakranka enso eja account na enra e wo trophy parade na say mo mame back to back no first video mo do apema me na wey aye video na chima ye for mo PAG amon enso ewromu na ende omo akwa enjoy ama bibia enso etumi ikamanati no mo mame ewro na ye fa nasa krafi na papa no pese okasa na mi hu se players no any staff no omo interrupt papa no epeja mic say omo eba bakasa na press ni tiem omo si enie eti live on your screens masa eja kumo na omo anso emakwan ama ene present na ye fa nasa aircraft enso enyakonya enso endini nkomo our trophy celebration as nature say enie papa na epeja sa eyamia na maboa ama sa enkunini na eno enso etumi abantimo de mo mama akwanya kakra na mesumi ntumi surprise nsa hene ha ya mwakwan kra ya tiem ama obibian enhwe tumi ai kama na munsa emami abra na ende uroma kapito na ya fa Marquinhos oni nasa Karafi omom edit trophy no efi stadium inside na omode ba bebia me pocho omom enhwe parade nti first video no Marquinhos eni uroma ya fa nasa Karafi omom enhwe dikan edit trophy no enso edit player ne eche no chenie live on your screens no way present na ya fa nasa Karafi oni computer ya fa Marquinhos omo ena edin kan kra eti videos na no omom enhwe edit trophy no efi local room enso epie edit buy say ene supporters no bia enso emhwe bi say entokona yakokon ye e Budapest way yenso yetu agia sise yedi ebefie na enon enso emumie na monsa emami akra na ye fan desire dwe yes golden boy ni onon so announcement no ye born din say mumbo nsam emfama boy na ye fan desire dwe abra na hunia so eba pitch no so na celebration bibi aye kama number 14 ni Paris Saint-Germain number 14 onon also supporters no also elbo nsam edeman amahunia ni tin as aye kontoa onon also Anthony Dan Edepa eno echini Luis Campos and Luis Enrique alongside Paris Saint-Germain omon also staff ni ya omo ye bo mo so di se munina mo bomba ko time ni ho munina mo bomba mama komoma enya fiansa and Luis Campos wonkwa oba na yewia manager Luis Enrique ono so aba na technical team obi aba ba ko nti munyina mo mbom embra bronyi ohwe mabia omu jenjenjere gate na asa mu nyin for so masa we mo omu taste good brutal na we else ya bra masa ko je stadium we mo else about bochacha say jubilations and celebrations and else course aba bibia else eye kama and na pa ye twa na cha say je down else out media so minim samu be Osman Dembele dena mamia star boy ye boy Dembele din am say ye Dembele nkwade no mama ye fa feed ni kakra echemsha mumpiantum kakra na yenche Osman Dembele anas Areja and answer to me a course such as a team no ya from Paris Saint-Germain enjoyment no answer to me a come on no and a president no ya from Emmanuel Macron say obo biaba so PH upe umpio omon enso ate Paris kronenim eno echi France man ankasa se ho omon enso ate omana me pot ye fa na France phone na oman pani say way incredible achievement and achieve na ye fa mu PH enso tuma ye e say back to back there our champions ya na enten sikura na nsemo Real Madrid for ana recently omon enso tuma ye sa de ne pe enso eje amai no say PH for untitled omon enso best club else our Europe na kojo omanpe ka sansem ye say Olympic Marseille supporters ni munu ya omatiko pan say na omanpe yin na ye wo krom ha say obi akwaji trophy na sa o bona baso akasa wa ya de ebia wate yanim ni ajaja ba sa wo kasa asase wesu nyina including France so omo ye best e de chance mi acha say opesa wo chese wo na wo ye president no wo kan amobi acha say PH phone e better e de chan yan tim na ye fin Olympic Marseille ana o dabi anka mo bi nka efisa wo na wo ye president sa wo kaka sa asem am say wo di nchichem eni yiyim so ebo mai mo se ye kan ya ho a ana fiansa mo bere se o na munya bodire ye nyina ye baako ana wo yinya fiansa ye de entokwa ebo France mai mo se munim se ye betumi aye bibi evi se Olympic Marseille Ultras na de ye kan ya ho a bibi an enso betumi si ye kan ya ho ye de ye baby ongubi age trophy wo bonabaso na jaise ekutia ana jaja wo president no wo so utumi ebo na onim se na se anasa Macron cry Olympic Marseille supporter o no enso timi akaka 170 Marseille fona say ya mo ya brutal de na papa no enso timi akasa sa se we su nyina PH ana mo enso better crap no ade enso timi ayo mo ya enso no kom na MC am fa chame mane wo be hwihwiri kakra yen jump na yen first stories nsina mo mam Uruguay na pay anambaka say Luis Suarez yamfana nko wake up na say na on very no about ntimu a mo social media TV no so no enie newspapers ana biansa enso ekoton ye de mo bia ye de bicycle ni aje ye de cha newspapers no enso ewo Uruguay man mo anko from FB no amo kan ehu squad ya omo na ye from Uruguay enso e de ko wake up ya say ama bibia ay kabanti squad announcement no eno enso tumi ababontia eno enso anya grana Panama ene Brazil friendly game no masa game no ko na wie mo fama me Panama press ni na pacho so owura nema owura huyen bobo mayen topic chaibi mayen phone chantie nie mo hwe TV na Panama squad ni na we technical team volcra bi mi ka ho we nema tumi twa okọ na obi a chem bra kamio wa ma me ntwa bia asama tomi mi kofia me kaka kamel samse nie eti eno aye nema ana Panama squad ni na omom enso ende omo overcrowd no with pictures abibia enso aye kama we enso kama me poch ebana mame ende uroma Russia flag na Safanov ne wife no epejae we can come way story way out there na kwame Safanov ne yere no who's Safanov of Russia na the wife no Saturday or Champions League no ye wo dom ya bra no wo stadium ho na ya blocky say Russia flag mo bia mfa bi nrom wo stadium ya mma kwan ana ma amene say wate on fa nko but okudu stadium ho ana okopɛ white color na opɛ blue color na opɛ red color oh bad yeah I say my dangerous wow so bad gojo when so ba unyinche o ababa wore say me the flag na mo se muntie na me mfa nrom dia me ne hwe ka me mfa bibia nko but obekota no odu stadium ho ana okopɛ red color na opɛ blue kakra ana ode white na ohye no sania and the Russia flag na tepepepe na opeja say yenie a something of Russia. You can't take anything away from Russia. Yaje Champions League no at ye peja every say e bon sign and endra and as a Saturday you say Ashraf Hakimi e peja Morocco national team no flag and I say national flag no na mo say Russia dey ba no ba na ye mo ma ye kwan na ye frank kan ehim elson e stadium ti and I say Saturday safon of no wife no elson edi sa juma no ama bibia elson tuma e come at say Barca for no say akrona ye fon Kaiki Bruno omom anya akra ba di nkomo e Brazil Cruzeiro team no mo ama boy elson tuma ba na ma say Cruzeiro for say Barca epic Kaiki Bruno e 15 million euros omo elson emmetwana yes say Kaiki Bruno masa ball pass ye kasa baby any ball Brazilian league ni mu a untumi embo bako mienu miensa press miensa onu mu pia Brazil na uni sa akra na ye fa na Kaiki Bruno enso emfi atene mo echa akra enso ebe etuma na Rooney Badge mate se ansha akra be ko Ajax Monaco FC Porto Stuttgart Marseille Juventus Real Betis and Celta Vigo omu na se omu ya akra na ye fa Rooney Badge omu enso betumi afa Marcasado se oyina agent ne be hia na omu enso tumi aconsider omu future minister omu ya Barcelona Jason na mamia Barca for say ko omu say omu next season Jason no omu nya antonye me say usual nka Barca nko start ton sisi akra ansa na pre-season ya de omu so omu nya antonye na omu reason ne say Jason omu share this season no omu top papa it is still omu twabi egum so omu the new one ba omu be jaba akono to de da no to eti foforo ni omu so omu nya mfa ma on baba July eti ya obey 1 month ya o Jason na Barca for ne say ombe ton afi say supporters no ensi da just way omo Anton ya se do ton kase pa Elami Yama ofua Gavi Pedro Triaso Lewandowski and Rafinha enso Triaso a bibia enso kama momfa Vinicius Junior ne girlfriend mame na yedi sia no na mbranche na aba na mo amohwe TV na nie Vinicius Junior ne girlfriend na edaso no masa guys amokura munya abotra maye mo haya dodo
kale no sha no ro
masa oba pa nie dabi na brochera okoro wanye aduma kura manu mpoje ahwa woma no favorite na Vinicius Junior ne ex girlfriend nie emra abra Vinicius go no wo stadium ho ana Brazil supporters ni tiemu edinatam ni ajaja woni Vinicius hwinsi ye we jano sikeni bre ene wo ya bayisam ni ajaje ama yesi ge ni sunye sa pie ye efi ene stadium nti Avini lover boy after the game ana contract say o Philip Brazil supporters but osramwa ne ex girlfriend no momo ye ne sa biem o pamacha e gana de say ke aja tum say next time nya na kasia kra we say media growth ko jo Vini no asena girl mu ya wote man
Virginia no
Virginia no
ne girl Virginia
no feel
say o your mother of three
I say
fashion
mo di ade ebo ni pa ade ma feelings baby amompe
we say dey
wa pia dey ko fom say we say fashion
MC amini so metumi zoom ya mami ade wo so mi na mani je
o pia dey ade da fom say we say
zoom mi oba no baby ana bag na wona so metumi zoom ya na
say we ni ina wase o de ana ma say hu pa say ina nkan o de hu
masa de na yehu da
baby I be sure we no dey stadium
we no dey stadium
I dey kwata stance ni
ko support na mai na kwa na wake up ngo fo nyese na won ko beach da na
na bi cry painting
na jeni osiki o teki me da wase jeni
aka kete pike mu de e ba se nzum ya he
ti ni mfu mane o masa na honam ne bie oh masa ye betu kwa Ghana ma munya mre ma munya bote mai samo haye
abe ka de o
me ma request ma de na de nche
ka de
so wa hwewi
hwewi eti we get we na Venus
oninwi
manager we dey da ofa dey
ni nwi sadia
we dey wo ye
egu me wo ye
Kofi Ajima Blackman say good morning watching you inside Pig Farm Accra on the message or the eba ye and I heard Nigeria say hi boss good morning how are you doing you always make our day you are doing a great job bro keep on the good work I'm apology Joru through son of Akutia my greeting to unstoppable unbreakable unpredictable Nice to see you again, Mate. And I got to be right, say, hi, Abeiku, please, is your boy, fighter Dimero, inside I did the chrome. Please, I want to wish my boss a happy birthday to Minister Forest and Chimai from Mama Ansu DAGHS. Okay, science student. Okay. At Ope, Yanomano, Medanomano, Mama. That be I can't say, Kojo.
Ragu?
Yeah, Quano.
Of course,
Yes,
you
council na.
Edin Komo. Main show be your monitor with the Nana Monday's edition.
Yeah.
Jana no the Ragu ever started from the Arsenal and the Paris Saint-Germain for Champions League last Saturday in Switch. I didn't say that particular fan I need to remember so when Oshe game need to be to Johnny there. Every combo game, every so called say Omuko we need that particular trophy to be the souvenirs because Oshe game need to be to Johnny. Now all the two teams need the season and you name the style of play of two teams now. Paris Saint-Germain and our partner friend Luis Enrique Garcia say a born of possessive based football on also to be a and need a progressive possession. When say our possession be out, we will to Rabona ABL. All the bonus security be a midfield and I say be a true, but we will get a possessive and I say yeah the queen 1, 2, 3 touches. Then almost to be read the 18-year box of the opponent say or to the body at net. Then also the other side of a team the friend say Arsenal the Gunners almost to match say only a possessive great team. As a matter of fact, who Premier League one of the teams who to possessive boy pana. We Manchester City if you are the next team will be to abon in the Arsenal Football Club. So that's it. So coming into this particular game, now we share form our two teams in the Ekutana. The attack of Paris Saint-Germain coming up against him the first say Arsenal the Gunners. Me I have no doubt say nothing the first say Arsenal will defend in this particular game because only say the moment we make me so much more toe to toe with team the first say Paris Saint-Germain no they will be caught like they will find themselves wanting because attack of Paris Saint-Germain is very sharp. And so a very clinical. Quartilia, Abante first Dembele, Dizadue, even Vitinha in midfield. How also to progressive ball in the passes and those cross and tackles are banting to me. Now, we cannot hear pass. So, as now with the approach now, almost to me in this particular game. No, yes, my own say we bring a question Mikel Arteta and ask now mentality to me the code this particular game. If we can describe it, say a fear and with the Copa Champions League final and so about Champions League final and also we need this soon as well. And you fear now so to me the call. I say we have the boldness, we have the courage. Say yes, you've been at the final, which we could do final. So I saw to me about what say we to go all out. Now I so bit to this soon as but you can say football no and yeah this the tactics I'm about this the approach I'm about. Sometimes it is the team now ukutano. Now what the strength at the say, the weaknesses at the say, opponents now in the cover and the strength at the say, the weaknesses at the say. And some also to me they are this particular game. So to me, Mikel Arteta and Arsenal team no, me I have no doubt with their performance and I say the kind of airball musu to me cover now going to this game, they said that is the approach. Or which me and I think I could say, and said defensively, or me are very solid. So the moment Arsenal bit to could take first lead, and I said bit to could acquire first goal. No, because think about Paris Saint-Germain so bit to back and so to Betica. And true to that, just under 5 minutes, and I can't avert it. Me kunya that particular goal, and I'm Arsenal the Gunners. I don't go be assured him say Arsenal bit to so. It may we need that particular game. It may guide that one goal lead, you know. Don't suit me the upon, but Osman Dembele true penalty. And so to make convert him and they give me to make 1-1 in extra time. Obedient man for ball and Fantoneta and the penalty shootout. And so to make to us so as it stands now, Paris Saint-Germain, who almost to my 20 team first Real Madrid Football Club as the only club upon the UEFA Champions League era. Who young clear the difference no, and yet UEFA Champions League from and the time in memorial at Madeba. We said then European Cup. And some ever UEFA Champions League from 1992-93. In yes, so many teams are Omajet different. Even Real Madrid Football Club on 5 consecutive times. And Real Madrid to my record no. In yes, so many clubs which margin 3 times. AC Milan it margin back to back. But upon the UEFA Champions League era from 92-93 season at Debano, only Real Madrid Football Club and under Papa Francis Zidane. Almost to my edit to us about Kumakumesa. And then they Paris Saint-Germain suit my bed team. And I said the second team aside Real Madrid, almost to my shade, no more to my shade to defend. So Kukusha came to Ghana. Arsenal came in to defend and make sure say Omechmania 1 point with that to net, no more to defend. So we share statistics and then number to Ghana. Arsenal may just 25% of ball possession. in the entire 120 minutes now Arsenal boy no just 25 ball possession as against 75 for team defense Paris Saint-Germain. So clearly tells you say it was team defense Paris Saint-Germain omo na ebo game no and they papa na first Alex Ferguson kweku waka say Arsenal game na boring because they only saw one team on the field of play. Chao never Sakabi, a lot of players, and I say a lot of ex-players. Eswit Maka Kasa statement Nibi say it was just one team on the field of play. But this is a final. You play final to win. So irrespective of the tactics, and I say formation, the most important thing is say at the end of the day, when an should go, need to magic that trophy need to be this in so. You Chelsea Football Club almost to make a final against me friends Bayern Munich Bobokono. But you tactics at Chelsea boy. The entire 90 minutes, no, you could clearly see that it was Bayern and we dominating possession. It made creative chances, shot on target, maybe. But at the end of the day, no, Chelsea Football Club went ahead and win that particular trophy. So me, the approach, any how Arsenal set up the team, no, any mentality to the room, no, me now have no doubt say that is their kind of approach. A bit to make City and that final to me to but and it's there are table acquire when they say no Pierre Shane say Arsenal to acquire this particular trophy this season because this is not the first time which me acquire final and the records are there. Says a team no acquire final and I say team bit to acquire final. Next and the first time when to manja the second time no the percentage so bit much acquire na was pa almost about 90%. Omoko much major 8 minutes with only exception a 2 times per any to Messi. So we are looking for say Arsenal bit to so and so to acquire this season but we upon the first say Luis Enrique Garcia, we can say about Super. Because yeah, because I'm a team defense Paris Saint-Germain. No, now upon him person bebao. Asemba ko catcher na sa Alcalá fene in penny for say Paris Saint-Germain stars na do so a lot of stars. Enti e be difficult tell the man so bit manage those kind of air stars no. Enti ono de enya de so bit ma ba befa sa Paris Saint-Germain team no. But in 24 convincing catcher say oba Odbankasa the person club na dey no changes of person dey culture of person to make create Paris Saint-Germain no onankasa me team no to make create and kweku oba fast forward Abante friends Neymar Junior Leo Messi any those players need to make koye Abante friends Kylian Mbappe of which or the all-time top scorer for team now your friends Paris Saint-Germain and Ebono and they that player of the season and I said top scorer chart no for the French Ghana on 5 different occasions prior to Luis Enrique and Camino. We could not adjourn on 5 different occasions to the scene so was such a player at your disposal. Now we coach now so we just such a player manakwa. We go and your decision that for more. And a very tough decision and our opponent friend Luis Enrique to take care. But at the end of the day, you better make say that decision has paid off. Because Okadi champion for say he would rather prefer say Bia when 5 players at the end of the season will be a man 10 goals. Than saying they'll be to mark for a single player in a season no over 50 goals. And this season, the team no to my body now only 20 different goal scorers. So that's it. So the team is not centered about Ebia Osman Dembele pe and I said Dizadue Kovacic pe Debi players now offered no appear to mention including the bench. And it's a Goncalo Ramos say fi bench ba on himself or the goals ni be 8 me account. So 1 goal so 2 goals kwa no bit menya and I say entire season 8 goals kwa no bit masha. Luis Enrique prefer that. Dan so bit many star player bia yambo boy in the for no and she said game na star player na so then the team will find itself wanting and that is the team which my body that is the culture which my body and again the kind of mentality of the boys no now boys no they are not satisfied omaji Champions League no omaji the French league need to be the super so but don't tell the conversation no be to me dim come be to me dinner they want to do it on 3 different occasions. So that say Dizadue the San Comono, Macron said the San Comono, Osman Musa Dembele. Those players did not they are not satisfied in respect to say, oh my idea. In fact, I take you mother to put my record no. They are still not satisfied. Say, I give you up and as much market say they've done enough into relaxing. They want to go the 3rd time. So that is the kind of mentality Luis Enrique to me that 2 boys need him. They are not satisfied with the results. And I say they achievement too much no. So it can be rest assured say next season they will come in very strongly to compete in the UEFA Champions League once again. We had the setup to the room now. Last season, na goalkeeper Dominic Donnarumma. That is the only change they played to me by mo. That is the last season Champions League final to me to and this season Champions League final to me baso. So the 10 outfield players now, players are last season almost to me started that particular game to me Paris Saint-Germain. So Ajaba Kunso say continuity and so team no. So that's it. Osman Dembele those players now Macron was Hakimi and now Brentford friends and Nuno Mendes. These are players they started that particular game omuso tumi ekonya ana so mutumi ekoshe Inter Milan agi Champions League for the first time it so na so, and this weekend we saw the same thing with the exception of the goalkeeper. So muso tumi we in that particular game tumi to so omanya continuity, that mentality no so tumi ejuma, then no sign a certain identity etumi abo. Look at the style of play. Now obian say Paris Saint-Germain ko na onye team ko defend obiem enu abo okoto to and to which match na channel but on sunyawa on which part pa. So that is the game this weekend and so to then the mentality yamo upon the first say and the Luis Enrique Garcia yamo na baswen were joining those elusive coaches now momuso to match Champions League on 3 or more occasions in 2 days so already and say Carlo Don Ancelotti na chinemo 5 times with AC Milan with team friends Real Madrid Zidane mo so to my ye bia and Carlo Don Ancelotti on so to abeka those kind of squad no and so it will bomb my channel so to conquer so kwegu yambo Paris Saint-Germain team na but is he on the side of Arsenal we go say Arsenal for no day shoe we say who take the comment around players no and some of the ex-players now look as if said the world is against Arsenal omuhun say as a real na time Arsenal okay but omuhun say football is sanity
against
oh yeah what say omu ex-players no and some of the players no comment to make here. I saw almost as a real na time woman na say Arsenal be failing. So this is where it's a win kind of I saw you use as a motivation.
We are seeing ample. Land one ko bi an ho
o be support you.
Because
the back of na mabasa support ma so mo win da. Enye ensi.
Momo kwe mo say mo ji we na mo je Champions League land krom ho bi ant na ho. Ya mo ba ye o land krom ho no. Zamoza mwana moya best club landing ho. No so ti
was. Come Champions League da kana say o ma kele baby o ma akata baby so.
Say no na Chelsea for the situation am ho kakaka. It is nka mo je a na afi wo kasa am kasa bi.
Fantastic. But inti ana make say that mentality mu yin fanfi o mutilim.
Because game no. The
players, the ex-players, even the supporters. Because 90% of Arsenal supporters they believe that the world is against them. Obia time as a football team so baka so bi town a ebia me ba ma chia say na me say so wo ka kire me a dey make sense ama me say ebia wo ba bon chan baka say this is referee tan dodo and ma chi wa se kakra ebia amo ya appointment no particular referee bi dey bi odi game omianye on na dey bia mo manage ba yan supporters na ya ma agro na dey wo say tan wo dia see we Arsenal supporters need to come out 90% of them 90% kwaku they feel say the world is against them. Arsenal, they don't want Arsenal to succeed, especially in Europe. And so this is where you need to prove, of course, Obian to support you, and you don't expect Chelsea to support you. You don't expect Crystal Palace to support you. Even though someone now, if do you think say Paris FC they were supporting Paris Saint-Germain someone team do you think say Olympic Marseille? Of course, they will never support you because Obiwa record now why you don't person will be wiki, and they say Paris Saint-Germain for Nigeria Olympic Marseille. Because they were the only team no won Champions League. But then they PSG for now and back to back. So that's it. And see, omo money nyam so enyo mu dey say Paris Saint-Germain be say akofan abiem na obekwa akota mo say ye na ye France for entimonje family fee. So that statement I say Arsenal supporters also mutumeti say that is the beauty of the game. So that's it. Supporters no obiaye enti mutume enti ase na mutume support it but
me ka say mo no je no kra na omo beka mo asem. Mo no say mentality no form. Say Ubelusi Champions League Saturday. Na Sunday Premier League na woje wo ye ho trophy parade. Mo na say Madrid and Barca nka omba ye kro metu ashada.
On say Premier League no match date dada.
No. Ana me say mo na say na wa ashada nka omo je double no mo ya. Yes, no mo dia. But mo na person che say say a big crowd be to say Real Madrid. Ana say France Barcelona omo je league omo say a Champions League na ye hia na. Anka waje league na olusi Champions League Saturday Sunday on your trophy parade in Farmer League.
Fantastic.
Obey crow the back following Friday following week no. But say dey chen ya na.
Fantastic.
Those are more videos in the grana. Omo nim say yemfa so bi endi bo echi. No nim say Arsenal league na yam na mo lusi na mo da so aye trophy parade.
So the mentality na make one say for Luis Enrique any Arsenal dey different. So that say Arsenal even though some lose fan na emuya but they are content with the Premier League no mutumage. So much the Champions League na it would have been better but they are content with the Premier League no mutume
season.
Oh, of course because for almost about 22 years now in the Premier League now to me be there now I say UEFA Champions League final and it took penalty I don't to be lose here. I don't think say it was a bad performance but in the game Kweku as the funny sound complain say referee to me favor on the day, and I said the referee was against them on the day.
Hey, sir.
Oh yes. Omujidi say Bukayo Saka kwaku nanka so tumenya penalty de matim na friend say Arsenal Football Club.
Champions League fan ade. Ansa na referee go aben penalty na obi be say too obvious o. Na ye crep pa. And na Champions
referee terms na we use
now. Champions League fan World Cup fan ye beje pene AFCON fan akra easy.
Unse Nuno Mendes any abandon friends no Madueke ko 2-2.
Okay.
In the 18-yard box. And that ball Nuno Madueke ko form in the 18-yard box. And that ball almost say I don't carry a clear penalty than Mosquera tackle and abandon friends like Covertilia. That is the session of Arsenal supporters no more commentate my babon thing. And yes, when ye incidents to me too, so that I say. So okay, that particular incidents now, I am a very difficult say referee to make say or cheap penalty because I quite 50-50 ball, and it was shoulder to shoulder. Sekwe be say or the 9 to make can 90 and so can nema. Here no easy for referee so bit my whistle. But Sekwe shoulder to shoulder, e be in echo for tassel. We such we are much we so we wa ha. Kwekwe very difficult say referee bit my whistle. It's my infringement. Here sometimes down to the discretion of the referee. How will see that on that particular incident no, and which might not suit me the AJD. So that say so to me that call I'll give the referee 50-50. I wouldn't blame him. So when to manage penalty and I say I wouldn't say what me SEC team their friends say Arsenal Football Club. But in any case, and say Arsenal were favored on the day. Also if you Bukayo Saka incidents now, MC for them fan to some family. That Bukayo Saka incidents. I think said that particular game, and I said that particular incident could have easily been a penalty. Here, this is the incident. You see, across the body, be seen waiting. I think that it was a corner, and I appeared for the body, be see 18 box. Bukayo Saka, and I just say, or Clebono. But Gogu,
referee Adrian Fofro.
I didn't been obeying.
A been our church say, and some baby, the Biana born a born sana.
Oh, yes, I know a Gogu,
because baby, Ayana, the way say. We simple idea ya about referee team first and say baby are born air corner baby are born fever and the direction of the ball the direction of the ball no a pure crafty penalty balls no and kopo no kwahye and I say nya cross na ye bo cross na ma obi e ma na apem and I say baby abuka ogina no all clear ball no there's no Paris Saint-Germain show no there's no Paris Saint-Germain player or approach ball no so kwakobo enti zone ni na na ebuka nkwa na ejina wa okrebo na so ohwe ball ni mpo a nka ball na enkohwe ankopo mu
nka penalty enye se bia ball ni post mu na say
say wo kire say ebi na wo cheche me say eteda referee no
yes there was certain incidents at the discretion of the coach
yes
but in this case the wo no say wo person che say access ball no enkopo mu dia ball sa ye nye penalty
abi nye ni na
so that's but in this case they say the all kan now you have a lot of space. Say a close range na difficult so much magic.
But this one when referee ji a wontum ye ne hwe but so one year
no kwekuti say clear penalty
ana me say so oji a wontum makasa bia na wesisi ana say but when one year me maybe say referee bi na nchem o de ma me na make say eya ball no e ba create example boy Saka de ya Saka am ball na anka ball no e pie kra e fi penalty box no eno ya one. Two, there's no Paris Saint-Germain player. Will be Edmund Bukayo Saka. Anka yeba fence on no kwakobo ball. Ana Bukayo Saka ball na kwakobo na sa. Anka no kwakobo ball no. Enti we no eya na referees na anka sa adwin no. That's the 12 whatever and never account no. Omo use this suka say and the sadia we need play on. And another time so yeah, the occasion is the UEFA Champions League final. And I just say
Matthew de Nasi.
Okay, she me why and you put it to no. I said that ya mo ka say mo pandis ka say referee dey can manage game no.
Yes, it mean by the situation. And the handball incidents no mo dey aba no. But say a handball offense is not committed when the player hands or kicks or plays the ball with another part of their body and it's then hits their own hand. Na say we no say ball no akobo nipa ne bia abo ne body part. Ba bia ansa na akobo ne sa no dey I say any handball. And now two no say force the ball force and the ball hits their supporting arm, which is between their body and the ground. Unless the ball goes directly into the opponent's goal or the ball scorer, and I say the player scores immediately afterwards, in which case a direct free kick is awarded to the other opponent. And the second, I think say baby now no, and the second force and the ball hits their supporting arm. But this is not arm, this is hand. And arm and hand, they are two different things. So it's a player no or clear ball from 18-yard box. That's a ball no wash it. I'm a ball and I'm only the right and ball the left and the right. On your double kick of the hand to the ball. At this particular time, I didn't say the referee was linear to team reference Arsenal. But they told me, say referee be on the day Kweku for penalty. With this particular incident, a straight penalty. They don't even ask now. Muko no kono mo share na. Has na go no mutu share no. Pick over to me there two so their my. As na go no mutu share. It was a rebound no. Macron was a clear ball no. It me the sim. And a ball no. A kobo a branch reference Trossard. Na nensa e wona akoko.
Okay.
So that say. So it was a handball. Incident ni as all blocky ball no. And a ball na kobo nensa. But this ball Kweku it led to a goal. Just so I can say. This ball led to a goal. When the first goal now asked to make or blockade the ball with his hand. But at that moment, we know anybody. So that said, it's a good ball and all blocky. So at that particular moment, we don't to make penalty. And I don't to make foul. Okay. So the book, our branch of friends was out Janet, understandable. But Bukayo Saka, nobody is challenging you. It is not from close range. We are now very close. Macron and it was out very close. And all blocky. So when you be first or protecting on and upon it to upon and say I want the chest. Say Bia say open the hand there and can it a bit to make a say a foul. But in a second book and upon a cowboy at this instance, Uchi foul a very difficult and from that range a very difficult. But Bukayo Saka then you have ample time, you have a lot of space. Wait in your box to win a ball, sir. So I did score. I did say it was a penalty on the side of Paris Saint-Germain, but in any case, a referee should be put any good. So those things, referee no SEC Arsenal, they should look at those petty incidents. No, some results, and I said some incidents be in their favor. Others too went against them. And it's a football insanity. So I did say more the benefit of that, but a more PhD for now say a more mabaso or the performance of Musu to identity and a Musu to Makonka. A question of the day, and we have Paris Saint-Germain and a team of
a question of the day. No, by night time, we can can come so much Champions League na corner. Master Pempe say, but more than say, Obeko na uni ekwekodi juma. Can come mama mache eti mesewa sa ula ide emwami na ye hu ye be ye no eti ye be ko Master Pempe ho na e na ekwekodi juma. Master Pempe kura no I say wake up obo na ye hu ekwan a ye be fa so a ye be ye nyama bi na bibia enso aye kama enye agrokrati eso ana ye fime na ye hu dia ye dia no so ebetu a kankan we dia mo ame kra o mesewa JNJ car condition system gas filling ebe fill dia ma ye installation in farm home service na person and no one play jam was it why I did service to you.
Yeah, because some man and them
and farm you and printibium why and okay now or the other show can't carry uncle
Pique uncle.
No, yeah, my one than I say, and I'm going to own you. You get uncle, see uncle, now I'm running out.
And I material in book 427 and because of what time into the uncle. And we are talking about the before and the after of Papa Francis Luis Enrique. And before I was on Enrique, but Team Francis PSG no. Abeiku Sikani. Na PSG have only one Champions League final in 53 years. So it tells you how our PSG team no SCB up this trophy no higher the Ache. And under Luis Enrique, Omo to me reach the Champions League final 2 consecutive finals. So it tells you the kind of work Papa Evans and Enrique Abaye the PSG team in Ankasano since the takeover of the Qatari or the Qatarians in 2011. On say PSG for no a team it is a Galactico model be na nankom the be team in that particular year so your players are PSG for no conform by na they spent millions of cedis on players be to say Edson Cavani and Dubenya Abrante friends Javier Pastore and Ubebo Marco Verratti the trequartista Ubebo Zlatan Ubebo Thiago Silva and Ezekiel Lavezzi. All these guys PSG for spend a lot of money Edomo Ebai. And recently Ubebo Daniel Alves Ubebo Neymar Ubebo Messi. But yet now most of our dear friends European collapses. Because almost call Europe a modern more as a PSG for one bo my who more the investment or my na so far so no now you who until Kaya the 2017 cost so far 6-1 at my team friends at Barcelona and 2019 Champions League Kolusu at my team friends at Manchester United eliminated Omufrim then 2022 Madrid and so free. So it tells you that before Enrique no more to me one Champions League final that was 2020 Thomas Tuchel team now Papa said your friends say Hansi Flick a question in that COVID era and the criticisms around the PSG team now the same because PSG for one was stars but only a true football identity that has been the criticism at the Biano now the good team friends say PSG for so but after Enrique a better key over he's changed a lot of things within the PSG setup. One would change the team over superstars and Enrique one of the biggest decisions is to move away from that Galactico model now PSG for 1% or more use they know what building a team and depend on individual brilliance and I think say I work perfectly for Papa your friend say Enrique and Enrique team now Abeiku he has built the team more of a collective team so omo bobo na you will not see say yemfa bo ne ma brantia your friend say Dembele yemmo bo ne ma brantia friend say Kvaratskhelia anasa yemma duwe enenye creator yemma Vitinha enenye creator into the entire team no so omo bobo Omunyina involved in terms of pressing. Ubon say PSG pressing are coordinated because team Ninyina na air pressing until they started their pressing from the front line. Into Ubon Abrante friends Dembele, Ubon Kvaratskhelia, Ubon Desire Doué, even as a Bakola Krana airbar, once a Omo pressing, the whole team presses very well and they win possession. So Omo build it up. Omo build it very, very stronger. Omo goalkeeper either Safan of Anase Chavaria and a Beba starting the goal poster. They started the build up from that particular area. So everything has been a collective way of doing things and defensive recovery. Nina so Abuatima, your friend say PSG. Say I'm a PSG team no. I am very hard for any team Biano to stop them because of how collective Papa say Enrique Etumi Abaye team no. But the tactical identity of Papa friends Enrique. Sometimes a lot of people misunderstood Papa friends Enrique because your friend born more of a possession football of which cancer, but he combines systems one or combining the positional play and to play occupy a specific zones no more creating a passing angles at their mom. So we should PSG team now. You look as if they are not more of a static team waging and the double waging and debris. There's a lot of movement around the team and always they want to have a numerical superiority over team or person or anybody. So the types of prayer normal they pray around the team, so therefore they will get the numerical superiority over you. So they will pin you into your own half, then try to bring the ball to you. So Abua PSG team no man is almost a lot of flexibility within their setup, and they almost use the difference aggressive pressing. In the aggressive pressing, lose ball now. they have an immediate pressure on the team. Sabon Bedu Honma, they don't rely, they don't sit back, they don't use the mid block, but they put exact pressure on you. Said they be within a split of seconds, and also within a minute, to me recover ball, no more to me the area the person and you see a lot of counter pressing within this PSG setup, and to the attempt to recover the ball, and to me a ball, I'm an opponent, and so a preventing opponent from launching a counter attack against my friend, say Paris Saint-Germain, and to become one thing about the Papa friend say Enrique and Bono, one of the vertical attackers I will use to more like coaches are almost using the possession heavy star no Enrique star no a quick counter attacking and then the quick passes around you no will identify a gap within or back line no or even or midfield now then he capitalize on that and a more of a possession too but and the objective we are Papa friend say Enrique Obon and he has been a revolution to Tima your friend say Paris Saint-Germain because in the first season though or there be your friend establishment of control said in the first season or changing the habit of Tima your friend say Paris Saint-Germain he won the French League or we need Coupe de France or we need the French Super Cup the Champions League even at the stage and appears and very consistent he try as much as possible to do a lot of things for Tima friends say PSG in the first season but in the second season that was the European breakthrough season for Papa friends say Luis Enrique no change the squad so the squad became more disciplined because the exit of Mbappe allowed him to build a formidable squad a collective squad that no person of the year so he instilled the discipline into the squad Obenya a more disciplined squad and a very organized as well because the squad was a very collective one on any matters and then the handwork and an so he was able to organize them and everything worked perfectly for Papa your friend said Luis Enrique in the second season and what was the Kwaje the Champions League that is a historical for Tima your friend said PSG after spending a lot of billions no more try I fairly said we need the Champions League and the third season was sustaining the dominance because the one of the things are any common European say a team be dominating the Champions League in the foreign season what me about dominating but he has been able to sustain that dominance and they say it tells you say Enrique tactics in the formation and then how before PSG team no and you fluke because he has been able to build a formidable setup what me retaining the title at the amount team my friend say Paris Saint-Germain but so the knockout records are one even in last Saturday it was a run of 16 a couple of teams are no more campaigns in the European game over Chelsea awarded the Champions League 2 times or man 8 over Liverpool or mukuta the record of 7 or man 4 over Bayern Munich or China a man 6 it tells you how a dominant Papa friends Enrique Ediamatima your friends PSG and the star no and one way star is various against opponent bebre because the victories are when against teams are a bit more about the high pressing a bit more about the counter attacking a bit more about the possession but still now he doesn't struggle to beat side teams so it tells you the tactical flexibility and the reliance of Papa your friends Luis Enrique and then the Arsenal setup and then the PSG team so it tells you how good Enrique has become in the European and it's one of the coaches within the European game ube body together with Papa your friends Sir Alex Ferguson ube bo Carlo Ancelotti mudi so you put a respect on Papa your friends Enrique Nidi because of the kind of things what to me about my friends Paris Saint-Germain and on the other hand Arsenal became a man image be over the possession of the Champions League now statistically and shocking because yes Arsenal losing the Champions League final no and but the contradicting aspect of it the identity Papa friends Mikel Arteta built under this Arsenal setup so here image on your screen so in 2006 final Arsenal enya 29.7 possession rate and 2026 that is 20 years later only PSG Arsenal Kobanya 24.7 so it tells you how the contest is very remarkable and their man remarkable and say in 2006 Arsenal was 72 minutes with 10 men because Papa friend said Jensi Lehman edged a red card. But in 2026, they played the entire game with 11 men and they played half of the possession. So it tells you Ateta were going beyond their near name said Obetumi Ayano. The 24.7% of the money historical and they say against Paris Saint-Germain, this is the lowest possession a team be recorded since 2023-2024 season, and the lowest possession rate Arsenal so recorded under Papa Evran said Mikel Arteta, who used 10 men on the field of play. But Arsenal versus Team France Barcelona in 2006 after 29.7 and over here the 24.7 against PSG now. Arsenal this season in 2025-2026 season the possession, the average possession rate is 54%. So it tells you that Arsenal finished half of their own possession now. Omo enya the normal possession rate omo enya this year Champions League. So the tactical aspect of the whole thing is Papa France Mikel Arteta abandon the star na ne yanim say Arteta ebebo a free flowing football obekwa ko biem na one team a friends PSG for na bo normally say Arsenal boba ade abahu so omo yen say they are possession oriented ombetumi agye ball na abo ama ohun say Arsenal na boy and positional omo very structured because Arsenal for doesn't commit a lot of mistakes to me go against them and within their midfield also we use the aggressive because they are able to use the aggressive to control the midfield and to say our branch friends say Declan Rice a better than their opponent for so to me a Herkildon and to me a bullying because in terms of physicality the guy is very strong so boy better is as your number 10 a very difficult for teams say okuraba to me a bullying the ajebo but you cannot say same for our branch friends to be but also an intelligent and then IQ and then how he understood the game, you know. To me, Buama Arsenal want to be using the aggression method to control the midfield, and they can build around a team on anyone with a long passing sequence because to me Krabo on the chair and what they wanted to do, you know, they can able to use the ball to do, and it tells you how Arsenal for no are formidable this season. But so far the UEFA statistics a chira say Arsenal for 2025 almost average 54% of ball possession and almost 86.5 passing accuracy. So it tells you say in every game beyond Arsenal 2.1 goal per goal in that game. So until Arsenal the probability Arsenal will score 2 goals within a match and very high. But this time around, who that from Tima, your friends say Arsenal. In the final, say a dina a because Arsenal for the 6 defensive. Normally had 2 defensive and it was a deep blocker Arsenal for 1 year and in that game say was too deeper it means that you are very compact within your shape of which Arsenal for and maintaining sudden and team Biano best too deep now very compact at his own half and Yema will rely on it a counter attacking approach of which Arsenal for from that goal Abrante friends say have it Eshema but at the disadvantage to the Arteta style after sitting deep and say he will limit the press of the Arsenal team. Arsenal for to me Gina PSG for so omun to me impress omu bebre because was sitting deep and he will leave ball at the amount team your friend is Paris Saint-Germain and it's a whole show na the Abeiku said this Arsenal setup or this Arsenal playing the game a look more like Atletico de Madrid and I say Papa your friend said Jose Mourinho airport knockout stage. That is what comes into your mind because Omnomia that very good in defensive and relying much on counter-attacking pressing. But then now because Papa friends Arteta, you see this approach, the answer is very simple because a PSG. This version of PSG, no, and the Papa friends Enrique, no, a possession-oriented team, and they are dominant in the European scene. But almost trying to panic a midfield control because so over Vitinha, who are Brantia friends say Jao Neves, who are Brantia friends say Fabien Roux. Even in the absence of Fabien Roux, you know, Brantia friends says Zai Emre Beshem as number 10 for you. It tells you the creativity, it tells you the controller, Emrante with Omodeba, and the technical superiority of this PSG midfield. No, to me control any team biana or any beshia. And the technical aspect of it, you know, the man when say they are able to pass the ball, they are able to play around you, they are able to isolate you in terms of numbers within the midfield. So about the 4-5-1 grana, they can able to play around you and also make you and yes, almost stagnant. They don't complement with shape, but they are always constant rotation among the PSG setup, the midfield together with the defense. Into a moment an edge over teamer, and their high pressing when they lose the ball. The way our to be attack and how our be suffocate you know, and also play advantage to team our friends at PSG and their wide forward attackers because our brand friends at Kwaraskiria, one of the matured guys are anytime be our man space around the 18-year box and obey to me and the physicality were very strong. And so in terms of duels, say a former and I say so Kwaraskiria able to me about and in the footworks are very good, but and now you want year because Arsenal sit so deep, they were structured almost defensive block and compared to the extent that Kwaraskiria and to me are more takedowns, but in the contribution to the entire game was superb for team your friends at PSG. And so Arsenal lose out of possession. So who could be only PSG team with Ekobo. Now when you lose the ball to them, one normal bet me commit suicide. So it tells you how this PSG setup are very, very difficult. But Arsenal focus now was defending the central spaces of the game and protecting on back line. This was one of the mistakes Papa friend said. But at the end of the day, you could clearly see it worked perfectly for them because the PSG team are near so be control Arsenal for to me more goals because Upetima were one of the dominant in the European team in terms of goal scoring. I want to mean PSG team. It took penalty for them to equalize goal. Abrantia France can have it a share. So it tells you how solid the African defense now omoye. And to me the defensive success and the attacking failure of the team your friend say Paris Saint-Germain. So Abe, this is how teams ACB aligning up come Edema in the European team. So everything on the field of play it goes in for team your friend say Arsenal and everything works in perfectly for them. Okay. And me catch say when Christian Mosquera mo any Abrantia friends Ben White mo and a quarter Abrantia friends Kwaraskiria is going to be a suicide. The perfect match for Abrantia friends Kwaraskiria would have been Julian Timber, and through that look at the penalty Abrantia friends Mosquera Ekoko say. So it tells you how PSG team are very dominant. Yamo Ricky and then Emranti and Abaso.
I can come to about 4 and watching in Kano 20 now so petty ye face here na Kwame Beba na ye dim komo but race 4 on program no baso we race Presby Old Student Association was say Kropon Yamaya Duma and 5 June Sunday first at 5 June ana admit and so shas here and ye Jimusa ekosi 7th June na and that float and so because I clean up exercise Tuesday student engagement and intercession quiz house na Wednesday roadside games ukwada bus ya da grand derby and afi 7th June Thanksgiving ba bibia ka Mr. Remonecha you wake boss ba honorable Remonana ba MC Mary Feast bus house na MP honorable Nicholas Amankwa ba Dr. Resenda Asma CEO the mama for my real bank unia papa ebe to me aba open chemu 0246 884882 wofra na yama enso aye fine master pepe sir bre na utipa track with Toyota Voxy Toyota Prado Hyundai Elantra Hyundai Civic Hyundai kwa bia o de ba obespere come up enso edia ma was crop on grammar kwan so wo do rubber plantation ho ana obehu master apempe 0548 370767 from Master Pempe na enkomodie enso enko so Ajadike Enterprise emona wo perfect meal of drinks Congratulations. Before I say about you know, I'm not call. But I'm sharing question of the day. If I will see for 2 months now. Any question of the day on come on. Na ye hu dia enso what onya mame kan elha. Agenda your question of the day no say who has been your best player for PAG in the Champions League this season? Who has been your best player for Paris Saint-Germain in Champions League this season? 1 year Kvaratskhelia, 2 yes Ousmane Dembele, 3 Vitinha, 4 Nuno Mendes or any other player. Kwame Akwaba. Yeah. One of your best player PAG.
For now, Kvaratskhelia from day one.
Okay.
Well, my consistency I do
Yeah, I think quite a befa.
Quite a befa.
Why you juma?
I've been saying Cabalon the way. But I didn't have a wake up.
I said PAG for you pushy Dembele. Who projected Dembele?
Because how many debate to me so
of course.
Georgia.
In fact.
That's
why I'm more pushing for Dembele. Because with the France and Eba. Of course.
Dembele is nearby. But that is this is in the
me who says can you wake up here and come push Kvaratskhelia?
Yeah.
And come to me.
And first Robeba.
But my dream was wake up in the way with this case
Georgia dear. So over 20 years
Georgia, you made to wake up.
Even final for Cromba.
I'll go on Georgia.
That percentage you will reach in Georgia. Yeah, it was 0.1.
We are 0.000. Georgia. I made them 0.000.
Then
how much? Wakata phone na kata ne Ghana wo pe o.
Kuraka wu na elbow bi.
Kata hosi and when you vim be so about Benjuma.
Ati Kvaratskhelia
Vitinha ya Juma bas.
Na me
Vitinha and midfield why you Nuno Mendes so defensively attacking wise also
a bomb game changer there
yeah quite I think say almost about 15 or 14 goals contribution so
we say my name is Hambo watching you live from Tamari. Please talk about Real Madrid. Yaba Champions League na Jordan Sane dey. And mo dey Madrid in some of check it. I want to champions are here.
PSG winning rare.
Opera for man can see. Okay. No better say confess Arsenal. Everybody when you need Jesse though.
This no be amfa.
Okay. Say go 3-1 3-2 3-3.
Be am predict 1-1.
That for match me buy be AP.
But go.
Area ba.
Enya re hwe go.
Be go there.
Oh.
Kwame.
Abi.
Yes be go there.
Yeah nante.
Me pe me get kokko bi a. Jesse no kokko no wo mu no.
Okay.
Nda koyi oba kokko bi ba ha. Na so hye na me hwe na be fatena me.
Na area ma no. Ndi sa na ba be che no.
Yes, ana me che na ba akopɛ.
Na wo de yes ade no.
Me de yes pa.
Na ye de.
Ahwe ade. Dem followers bi o kokko bi a. Abetumi atu afa.
Ade.
Na ade mlom.
Bo hyehyeme.
Who do think I hear? You do think kuma je na ade. Kasa ka kera obejina echira aka.
Ade nyina aka.
Abane ye but wo bo. Undumi we parliament.
We dey abane de onye kura o.
Ba we parliament undumi ka hwe ye ntie. You ba kokko ba ko a.
No oba ha.
MC a boy ye o hoy. Nini mpa ye o hoy na nka oje tumi se we nini mpa nka me de ko che.
Anti PK.
Yan komla.
Yes, inti Erake Monday new week. Yatana say erin sawono Babejaw first day of June 2026. The latest no Jawana no pe na Black Stars ye twen say final squad ne beba e say 6:45 no ye game na baso e wo Cardiff Sports Stadium and no so e wo Wolves ye ne Wolves man no ye wo game e tena no so e todwa ye di kaka twa say commentary no anu so betimi aba na de men second say e na 26 man squad aye channel one goalkeeper Abeiku standby per ene FIFA rules yede ekɔ World Cup no we trainer now de baako ekɔ standby etin ebia wo fa Benjamin Asare wo fa Brentford de no de Lawrence Atezeke no akɔfa Joseph Anaya wo de Brentford de no de Solomon Agbasi ananse Paul Rivers na baako ebekɔ standby ama nneɛma timi ekama ebia na baako etimi akopira no no nso abetake over no abe replacement enso etimi diama no eno eye de ba eti Agbasi ananse Rivers na baako ebetimi akɔ standby esansan per checksa me ma yere say in the squad friend no yere two goalkeepers we eka wo say se bibisia na baako nso aba be same ti baako ebetimi akɔfie na baako nso akɔ standby eno eye reporter eno nso ba yenkodi nkomo esansan no pa na betete won edema say uroma his excellency John Dramani Mahama eba in the diaspora town hall meeting na eno nso timi kɔ so ewo UK e ma ne kodi nkomo okɔ Twitter okɔ Facebook answer Ghana for Premier say the same sankomo kobi ni ade nanso wo check plane ticket ana wo check hotel bills wom na fe match day ticket na wo betwam $11,000 per in the supporter eto huni sam wo ne Toronto o Philadelphia mo branie ye betwa ticket enso de mama Blasters match day mo be ko no makohye ama ne matimi e kama ne mo no okɔ Twitter ne ade a amanfo sam ase mo hu ade no ana obi nso e ba be keka sam mo hu yi no omo atimi keka ne nyina ti President John Dramani Mahama say mo Toronto matodi mo Philadelphia mo USA ne ade mo be kwa kwhye games ni bi yente His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
It will be difficult to take our supporters from other domain. We are restricted because of the nature of this particular World Cup. It's being held in 3 countries, and we're playing our first match in Canada and then moving to Boston, from Boston to Philadelphia, and the cost of transporting, feeding, accommodating each supporter is, beyond our means. We say we are being fiscally disciplined. We cannot, spend our money in that manner. The cost approximates for each person to be fed, accommodated, transported, and all that, to watch the games, tickets, and all that, is estimated at almost $11,000. And so, how many can we take? So, we're concentrating mainly on the supporters' unions. They have a tradition of following the team to different places. They've been here to the UK. They've been
Porter $11,000 o converting nane at the old currency 1.3 billion ebani say na eyeka ana abafie ontimi emfa supporters dodo onko ana wo so fam pa senya na betimi dia ko amama kwhwa Blasters games ano so betimi atotwa no na Prophet Clement osinyame ensa every Black Stars so adanya Derek Corner ye dere fie no enu ano no osene bibia etese Marcelo anka World Cup we anka Ghana be kwachiri pa anka Ghana ye be die din ye be chi obi amie no o first game against Panama obetimi age 3 against England obetimi age 5 o the Croatia chatwo nanso Derek Corner ye dere fie no nyame nsa every Black Stars so yentie Prophet Clement.
Ghana that is not going to the World Cup with you. Or say squad na abano enye Ghana Black Stars, a GFA Black Stars, enye Ghana team, a GFA team. This young man who gave the pass and we scored, the recon. How did you that one has pained me because I saw that guy in the vision. I saw small boys playing from the wings and they were giving pass and we were scoring at the World Cup. That one has pained me than anything. It has pained my spirit, my soul, my intestines. Because I told myself, I saw some young guy by the wings. He was playing like Marcelo, Roberto Carlos. I saw the vision 1 year ago. The guy is a German born. He has come to Ghana. You said he should come because of the World Cup. He has come and he's playing well. Now he has come. You called him that he said he's going to go. Last minute you have brought somebody who said, how? Why are we quiet? Why is the president quiet? Why? I don't understand.
agena twa ne nsuru masa tete ne nsuru nyina ɛyɛ ne ya ɔsɛ akodawe anka Marcelo pepe take ons mrika assist obetwa sesi a yɛgye ne fie no atena koma na we no enya blasters call up we no GFA call up ana mo nso atimi ayɛ coach biansanim na wo check a yɛse appearance fee each player ne no $100,000 sana mpa no me na ne dem say wo de buy currency ni mu a 11.7 billion per player na o check ya 26 players no etwam 300 billion ana omon sabeka yade mu samare ma kama na nation south player Razak Simpson yes PK ase de no enya first one no eno nation south player ne de no ente Razak Simpson just na o say yellow no ewono wasem ne ye kan o say still be biancachi wo je say Abeiku etwa intro o ka to say Razak Simpson say be biancachi obetimi akọ World Cup ne be o say final squad ne maya until the bones are rotten antenom empechente ya ono betimi akọ World Cup ne be Razak Simpson
hasn't come yet, so I'm just hoping, and I'm still training, I'm still fit, so we'll see. I just give it to God's hands. Yeah. You see something like we went to play Mexico. It's like two teams. I don't want to talk plenty, but I was part of the Mexico game. We just have to wish them all the best.
Adiana says squad ne maya bibia nso timisi yeni nkomoy latest eba from blasters camp no ye ba bedi mo nkomo ye sikasam etesan wo kwa ene FIFA be ma sen sports minister honorable Kofi Adams edi akwakodi nkomo ye busane say ye participate eno ska etesan eno say ene FIFA ebe ma Ghana ska $12.5 million and yen sabaka say ya jatuma ye ba no ene obo one mo 12.5 yen sabetimi aka yentie sports minister nensamo de tuja
also getting some money from FIFA.
Yes.
$10 million.
More than that.
Okay.
More than that. I think in total it will be about $12.5 million for our qualification. 2.5 will come ahead for preparation. This morning I engaged the president of the FA to find out whether those funds have hit their account yet, but the information I got was that not yet. So usually that is for preparation. So you use that for the pre-tournament, the tours, the friendlies, the various activities that you would have to do. But for qualifying,
$10 million yana and was a brosa a 12.5 2.5 beba for preparation any friendly games o kwakobo udua na $10 million was so ade e dia peso enu ensama and also eba na honorable Kofi Adams edi and you say Ghana preparation from day one who is say ya ready and was Ghana ya ever ready for the tournament ye kopa ye konso akoya adwuma ye nkwahwe USA ye nkwahwe Canada ne ensanso ma ade ba ko say game after game Ghana is ever ready yenti honorable
right now for the Ghanaian people is whether or not we are ready for the World Cup.
Well, I must say that we are ready on many fronts. We have the technical team in place. The head coach have announced his preliminary 28-member team. Surely he will be taking off 2 because officially FIFA grants you the right to bring 26 players. And so of these 28 that he's announced, he has to drop 2. And so we've had quite a number of friendly matches that we have used to try the strength of our players. And so I would say that technically we are ready on the front of
already yeba yebejram amanema so atimi akokama na yebusana say no finance minister so mamuska no ay 150 million Ghana cedis and dey call World Cup no sika no aba anase mai ano say omo twen say no sports minister o ka say no ebeba Nemom omo twen finance minister say ebetimi ahete accounts no na afei omo chicha ma ba bia obi ansa kan de yentie sports minister.
2 million cedis for
150 million cedis, yes.
For the national team.
Yes.
That's correct.
For the World Cup.
For the World Cup. Have you received that money?
Not yet. We are in the process. We hope we will get it soon because per the Justice Jamefe Commission report and the schedule of things which government issued a white paper on, the expectation was that by now the ministry should have been in possession of those funds to enable us start some processes. So we don't.
So process no go so enche be hite ama bibia so atimi e kama ye busana sa supporters ene visa won sensem anu so te sen World Cup no omokọ ana se omo ntimi nkọ Honorable Kofi Adam CD.
Of people we will take will depend on the success of the fundraising efforts. We may wish to take maybe 400 funds, but if at the end of the day the money we raised can only take 200, it is 200 that we will take.
You will take.
If the others issued with visas now want to go on their own, then you will have to provide proof that you have secured accommodation, you have done this, you have done that, in order to be added. But we hope that
menya visa nkwa o baby a obeda hotel nie o plane ticket aba wo de no to nchen so a match ticket ni nyina available dia ene sika omo hwere mi se ebetimi aba $30 million eno ye fundraising no ebetimi atibi e de ma supporters ne bi no mo so akwata blasters chebra World Cup no enche no so esase yeni nkomo Uganda under 17 coach or ye Ghanaian coach as well like Kingston enso di nkomo se oko Uganda the turn say Yamano long-term project say onya wadwuma onko for trophy bia say under 17 AFCON and also FIFA under 17 World Cup no say okwaje trophy there enye ne target say a long-term project ana football federation edema Uganda omonso di amano yente lie.
They wanted to grow with me. They wanted to grow with me. They believe I have something that the country need. They've watched my previous works that I've done, and they believe I'm the right person for the job. So I believe these two groups, within 2-3 years, I should grow with them to the first team. And I will push very hard. I'm not chasing any trophy now. Trophy should be a bonus. But I wanted to appear in all the major competitions with the U17.
17 coach and also the Tujana no pay ya de Emma come on live on Facebook a future 1067 we dey not on chance on TV obetimi ahwe on YouTube and also dem an o monitor tene kama ye win sa ye nim komo akra esan say MTN FA Cup no final game na ba so and run ajo e wo Legon Park dey tell say nanti ekọ extra time game no and also timi pai 1-1 first half no na aye 1-1 o bearim say omo kwaba ma goals no and also timi akọdọ so the wie na eye 1-1 na the ten say Joseph Efa enya goal at the Nation Service 31st minute and our Branton Dino at Abdul Razak Salefo and also take an answer first half ye game na extra time obi antimi ansebian kan e call penalties no e call 5-4 e call the Nation Service a omaje e de so na so ade ba ko obi e kan ansem say Nation Service e ba ko Africa no abo division 1 na and also the focus e be division 1 na bia next season wa qualify ba and also we combine ni mienu nyina na watima ye ho adwuma Dr. Kwame Chei keep players out to be a kan and also oton ni nyina questions amanfo bisa enti ye nyina ye twense response no and also betimi aba from the owner and we Dr. Kwame Chei a ye dem commence edema kama na ndrot trophy no na esi ponko so na bema kase eteso bi na wo hwa na efe pa pike mo betimi de atoso a ndro se wo hwa bema pa yes ne no fu nyina bobo na hwe ne sa na nya grokra ndro say in the closing ceremony na afe open ceremony ni ade ne nyina timi kɔ so e ma ne ma so timi kɔ kama yere mu nsɛm na de jaw kama enso e wo so no so na Nation Service capital Razak Simpson 18 come after the game e bi so na say na gamru ni say ana mo san so e call allegation how Jane pa pike wo benya from the trophy ne kɔ no yes anu ne emema ma 3 and the trophy ne kwasi wo ana amubisa ene Razak Simpson say game no say mo kwa relegation and so all fun say yentie Razak Simpson defender Capito at the Nation Subsea after the game nenkomo.
How would you say the feeling is like knowing that despite being relegated you've won a title with Nations FC?
First of all, I have to give thanks and glory to the Almighty God, to Jesus Christ. Without them, without Him, we would not have achieved this. And during the season, I don't like, I'm overwhelmed. Like during the season, like I don't know, but I have to just give God the glory. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy.
Do you know?
Obedanyamia say, I say, na Yesu sui, I had Razak Simpson sui, and Rana miss feeling. Nina say, what FA Cup, Sankoba Lake, North Africa, Sika Etafie. Nemum team no kwa relegation Division 1 next season. Eti Razak Simpson pata Osha on TV, on Facebook, on YouTube. Akudana daswa or team so meme patano o jasubra men soon na kabo wani ade na order fans na say said yes biaye na Razak Simpson team so pass na ra ho waje FA Cup ni nyina chi okobo Division 1 asebi bia akwida no hu twa ne ho februta wode kobo Division 1 adimu sam no anso ade jaw Nation Subsea supporter we mo fa na me na enro say no boys na baso awo no hu nyina utin say enro de Abeiku ka say afeni e ba be hwe game ampa hwe on na daso na ba bia tumai supporter no bompa ye ade ma team no
akok ma se na ya ba be ji e be ko play away. We are seeing our mission. Now you say, Bono, yeah, Babaji. Akok Master.
We are seeing our mission. Joseph Efa. Only your first go no so bian channel watch out for that guy and we and some support and on so to join Nations of the players na after the game I presentation omoje trophy ni we no na say omoko in a Banglola at the Nations of the Dr. Kwame Chei and so ekwashi jama no mo present trophy na the man mo benya mo fan to so and bro boys ni na ekọ no ebra na say omoye bibi e kire ni say waye adwuma Omuko relegation die nemum ne support ano di bruta wode ma team no peke nye we ya nemum no mo say yellow no eno na ye kan wasem ne say omakotwa hia ene president ano mo present trophy no enso edema ne say aye adwuma wa support team no otuo mo kase de sana on tete hwe so nim omunai oguso atai team na che asanso so mo nkran say bibia nso betimi akoye enso edema munya momfa Antoine Semenyo nso ntoso say the training ground Samasa coach and the Carlos Keros Shadie go super Mamusha TV Muamu Facebook Mun Shadie 1 2 3 1 peja I yes Antoine training ground so now a ghost technique na ye chire ne say wo de born fa ebe say goalkeeper na brem ye sendra uchu mu a untime nche no Antoine Semenyo ana edit training no omo hwere me say World Cup we die enkoye ekade awrade ye wo ye masa Sanya nyina yase enti biem Antoine be ye adwuma eba righter obe mia eba lefter obe mia left and right ni nyina de kan say both legs and also timi ye adwuma enti Antoine ewo Cardiff Wolves ana aging keche ema goalkeepers ebre enya grokranti mu sha Antoine and that medical culture say obe subscribe say na be I to so na so set timi aka ama ne man so timi akoye na hwan na ekofie goalkeepers no e say dey am say ba ko be stand by 3 no hwan na ekofie na yes pk wa bo adwuma 5 ni nie miensa ekọ ba ko be stand by ba ko ebebe fie na hwan na ekofie finally ba ko onko Canada onko US ni be na monfa Solomon Agbasi ento so anopai obi apostino say da akoda we aye e training grounds no wini shake say by evidence say based on merits and they pick boys in the dia and Solomon Abadjuma pa Solomon Adjuma waye and so dem blasters no enye dede enye kasa bia enye afei and obi akwakire ma kire bi say an ana akoda ne die afei no oba better luck next style more room for improvement masa sa ne manyina munya ka some more room for improvement no aya na ewie exams ana aya na etaka pa se o kwakoye adwuma na mo me boss adwuma no se yemfa panin to nkyɛn se we ne ba ntem we ne ba ye nkyɛn yemfa sa ne mane nwu nkyɛn a Masa Solomon Agbasi yeso oba adwuma brutal pike the latest video no o de beto so na makɔ Abeiku twinimo na to se take over ama nneɛma so otime kama ɛna Kurt ne birthday yes ɛna Kurt ne birthday eti the ten say Ogambo who do birthday ne woni GFA presido Kurt yeso kreko or your second vice Edema Calf say onna from kra and the birthday yeremun samari jaw kama last 7 years UEFA Champions League Abeiku atrechirim and afenso no presentation akoso eba FA Cup no so last 7 years no the ten house folk obagini 2 we dey no to nchen so a dreams ebemu bagye and afenso no bo ko ne denade nso atrama no so ebemu bagye ene no Asante Kotoko ebagye latest no nation service so ababagye Abeiku Solomon Agbasi na daso no abehwade no ja sad na ya ye no masa hwade won hwade na afina o se me kwa won ti
ya no wan na ye bi keepers na ho no ntumi
da bi we die hu
se keepers na
Solomon Agbasi wan hwe last one na hwade masa
koyo ba yan kwa
Agbasi de ni ho hu do
Agbasi ye mo ma wan ntumi
da bi hwade
so mo mo na sana
da bi we da hwade de oh de ntia eni kwa so free ni nie
me ba we kura na chese so be fi kwa me na wo se omo ba ko be den
ba ko be ko standby yeah ba ko be ko standby ko tena chire so obi pra na ba be shim obi ambra
atidi yankopon de oso atidi gidie nyame oso no se ba ye bisa no mo am be ko US na ko yemu munye ne interview no mu bisa ne se nyame ban na odan no na yenko hwe no bi because Joe ko wake up efin yes Joe nsa kon ne nsa ma wi akọ boss
but Joe wolokot
nti atemma da biem na atemma da see woni pa dade oyo number 1 edu ka last day last hour the chairman to me nchi wake up it has atena na besa akọ
almost the chairman no but we betimi ada
mesra
Solomon Agbasi
fimela yanko unchi akra ya po na waba
chief security ewo multi credits
beli dance crew bia mama kwan kra
chief security of Adu utie me de sound so ana odo yewu enso etie abe police for nyina so mutie
so na kojo na tima we did third ni second goalkeeper ana afi ye de okwachi ama ya wake up na se ana afi agenda bana mo ye okrom hai krachi we pe bi fa what a bench one mobi wo se wo ye che e Ghana for Agbasi dey am say Agbasi na beba because eda no na me ya spiritual na me hu akra fence reverse na woni kan bibi ye so my style bi o
reverse dey obeba fie
kon na wa ba fie no
obetwa next season
boa reverse re je da me ka no dere kon na wa ba fie no in other way yes baby say na here den
yeah no baby ye
kon no na ho pass no ya boa reverse because kon nkoma no ni reverse nkoma na ye the same na me wa ha ti say o drop reverse so be say na no so won ma no nkobie mu no na wa fra no be ye den ati efefo no boys no ma gi wo kon ho no amanya ma ye ye dia ma reverse na another chance say reason Agbasi enko ne say Ghana league no do the first no goalkeeper TV o
yeah onye Ghana ni Felix Day
ano ye juma so
okay
o TV do the second so goalkeeper den
second top scorer sa so ko sa na ka ye top scorer sa
meba say be do first anko second anko ana ya ba third team ana ya ba fa third team no first goalkeeper na ya side the second goalkeeper do the third me more team yam fa team ya ntonchen but in normal sense say team a the third ye fa the two goalkeepers edna ko wake up the same boy so our dreams no the dreams ko Africa ko ye nkonjai kra ya fra nko baby but at not bench na Agbasi what dey say
what that be Agbasi and
be say man ka say one dey
almost about 9 clean sheets or 8 clean sheets for to
me say what that's wow
at the start no beba
I season what ye pe goalkeeper at least or that one the club 25 games what that was season mu ya wake up
eti agbesi
ati for me no de and ya ma mo to gbe mo mfa no mo wa mo choose baako omo tu ni de omo tu nya baako be pim mai ko nko mra me di no what ase ati for me no baako be sign
okay
Benjamin sign na agbisi no baako be sign and aside no sisi e ko do obo aside kekre enkom shafo a na ku onkra so fu bia start ke say asofo be sole say bo we e lack akoya ma drop ni na e ma nkọ krank ya ana kojo mwa aha ati ono de be ye point ho and reverse no so we stand one bi o eni na for so bi eni stand by ni ya chese wo nko bi
Uncle, reverse in the Oswa. He's one for the future.
We so mpono ni mechia nsa nka
20 years.
20
reverse 20 years. He's just 20 years. I am 20 players.
I say World Cup, obi abobia no nya.
But goalkeeper, one am goalkeeper 20 years.
Going
to the World Cup.
And you goalkeeper, me say so a player.
Mexico, what's the goalkeeper?
40 years.
40 years.
Say, oh yeah, player into me age mpo wa na waka wasam. Age mpo so ni tia. Age asam. But me dey say.
But reverse Martinelli as a sports. Martinelli. So from nowhere or be World Cup.
Martinelli.
No, he's not going for the World Cup.
Martinelli, but ono so come on ko yo good. From come on to say.
Good obi are good. Solomon Agwesi is good. Say good as no dey bad. Solomon Agwesi is also very good. And ono square no when opportunity other blasters e be pen. Solomon Agwesi na e can say. Of course.
Don't fi bench
ba. He's been with the blaster team for some time now. When no opportunity I'm man post no.
But omo me ni na be drop it. Say ba kun go fe na ba kun next time ya ni na ye say
I see a nine any reversing some beba fie
na Agwesi akọ
of course Agwesi beka asare ni atizige mu akọ that is what I see because from training ground support if you want to say coach ni kwana fancy Agwesi ahead of the other coaches other goalkeepers ni na Agwesi ko egu so when abutra hwe ni ye pa owo some grab bi a osobo mu a efa nkasa ne dive
ye kuro ma ye selection no politicking go
kakoti de ewo
but se ni na so be count ogola say ni say how to folk asem na wo kan dia how to folk play enya
one goalkeeper for how to folk
enya ko asem na ye ka dia enkomo omo hoyi enka baba mu na abesan yo baba ni gidio mensem
baba ni say isi anya replacement
baba ni gidio mensem ya
do ko na Chelsea ni replacement e wo ho sisi a
wa mo kire
every na Chelsea
ni every for na abesan ye we ni bia
for na ne ba goalkeepers ni say yi asare ni Solomon Agwesi ni fi wa wa mo na ba
ana ni fence go Anna was who you see where to be say Akwa he has been with the team. Me you sure say he has been with the team more than Anna join the Blasters no change Agwesi.
Fantastic.
So say no the anchor obe first now no.
And see I told you am quite and then almost say coach the corporate press conference meeting. Me sure say
you obe ko fio the obe stand by you.
Yeah but na be after what that friendly game no you bet me hu. Then so to be ko. We go FA Cup no yembo nation FC aba so Obabo Umbo the Itma FA Cup in the Sumanas, but I host a miserable relegation, and I say they've been relegated from the Ghana Premier League. So once in a very long time, you've been a club all competing with Africa, but over Ghana, we go compete in the Division 1. Okay. That is the story about Team First Nations FC. So what story I say strategy comedy. More can novels now, you know. Say do baby a story, baby a day, baby so I horse kaka. They've been relegated from the Ghana Premier League. But the FA Cup, no, and they will be representing Ghana in the CAF Confederation Games. This is the team that I can ask them. Ghana Premier League no to survive. Yeah, per 16 teams. And I say, yes, 16 right. To survive. So they are being relegated, 15 rather. Equal relegation. And we could check history. Yeah, team from Evota region. That is Voladev. Way back 1986, and we established that club, no, our Volta region who, and it was Volta region agriculture development project. Almost to me, and almost to me at this team no department, or body team no. But we are team now be competing in the Ghana Premier League, and 1992, we were quite the FA Cup need to be this now. So I represent Omana friends, I can say Ghana, our CAF competition, but they were also relegated in that particular season. The same season now, the FA Cup needed to open us no, almost so called relegation. So, from another side, that particular team no, your nations are also to make a record. So, record down way back 1992. How many years in it? Is it 34 or 30 years? 34 years. And the team now reference the nations FC so to make work for that record. 1996 and I say 86 and I established that club no 92 no the FA Cup no dey see now so omuni New Plan Stars and a call fana 2-2 and a penalty shootout omutumeko we need that particular game no and we from there almost also ni Kumasi Asante Kotoko Ekobo the champions of champions so then times no to say the near we FA Cup na the obedi Ghana Premier League no now we need the Akobo any na ya the champion we kun that particular game omu kwati Kumasi Asante Kotoko nso tumehye omu so now omu ye team ba ko a per we bia no mu fiba ne ha wa no mutumi asise omu team no mutumi cause a lot of havoc for the big guns but when to survive with team no as it stands now they are competing in the division 2 who that is the Volta Region Football Federation. I would have vote out there for no almost see what kind. And Omenya notable players, Branch First Fafa, Badege, and the Branch First Fatao that win at a point in time, who suit me from and suit me Ekusi Academy Vola de. But and they, yeah, she show more Ghana Premier League, you New Plan Stars, you cornerstones. So that's it. One of those clubs now, these are notable clubs from the 90s, 80s, Edebano, no more to compete in the Ghana Premier League. But as it stands now, and then you those kind of clubs no and ayana area who hear the state of some of the clubs and they umumbechi di more my Ghana or met me competing the FA Cup it me competing at the highest level who should keep course Mr. Sebushon doors and they show mo Ghana Premier League no you mo they are one time Ghana Premier League winners FA Cup no ma GGB they so these are traditional clubs they be at the person to me who our league no cause unya bronga afo unya ho and I say Volta region unya central region unya those kind of regions no clubs are the indigenous media no more to compete in the Ghana Premier League now. Ayana Emmanuel very interesting here. Those traditional clubs no Ayana League need to be very interesting here. But as it stands now, those clubs no they are nowhere to be found. And I just say area who say be a parent so to them. I just say penifon to me share quite a fast to those kind of clubs. No say cushion be the bit media moment. Bet me that cushion their moment. I'm talking of maybe support because most of them now quite financial support. Omu enya support bia financially entime fambo team ne ho bra enti player no ba ku mienu na wa company baby atena na club no kwa na ekofom so team a wotuma je Ghana FA Cup etuma se Kumasi Asante Kotoko the champions of champions na nei omu tume compete in the division 2 a of which I heard the situation no na kwaku and very very appalling I had drink kakra and I think say those are the some of the things I see to mention any call na traditional clubs no it me mo da cushion no man so to me konka kwaku na World Cup it me to dia and man panini some to me there to dia say supporters party is the best thing say to me and the supporters say to me they are looking at how this particular World Cup no say like I said this World Cup na be the most expensive World Cup it rabo because the first time 3 nations and it me hosty so traveling from Mexico Germany and I say be from Canada man friends Mexico no here na kwaku the transportation alone and who share the ticketing the price in it me bar unless say be as time goes on mutu metete so because kwaku price and ticket no I was slow now say be plane ticket edama supporters okwa obesi video mo be ombeda send money na government ne ka say offer here na a very huge cost so I'm so much sa ibia yembo and those stone boy ni satawali sa support na fan na no mutu me create no I'm say no na bia mo hwe so mbetu media about team no but me sure say expectations sika no omo expect no me sure so mo nya sa sika no
for supporters team dey abana na efa
of course say team dey omo no abana efa make the supporters na bit me kon so man pan say e be very difficult say bia obetuma aka somebody supporters e ko Tibia supporters union na no met me a concentrate no bia 1 or 2 support bi diaspora no
Canada ni Mexico
o metra ticket amomo
but sports minister say the be ko but by per sikana yibi man ye no
of course tina me ka say minim the quantum of amount of and I say the quantum of money as it stands now as with me aba but I think say kwaku say diaspora for no omo enough na say betumi e dey support ne dia momo future ebe like emfa burden kese mbeto man so a it will be the right way to go because share the amount I yet me quote wa per person let's say the paba ko no almost about
supporters union for no so mo di ya because qualifies na you one DDD you call Africa countries
you Africa country
and then
Africa yeah
na me say no qualifies no so qualify mo bi
and Africa yeah tie no the cost the all can no kwanso no but may cut the cost involved so travel in Africa
I want to say omudi ya because ya ba qualify ya omudi team na
of course omudi ya and they obedi ya they already out.
Abina,
So that's it. And we say, oh, man, penny no say, or share, we protected the public peace.
I say, so why bet me find out what you would prove is say hotel reservation
from day one. You can clearly see say abano nya na dwen say best spending much on this particular World Cup na course no. And so the alternative dey at say ye pair this photo, ye fan to ne fan more supporters no bra. And say photo no ye do there. E bi on be consider say be support no, on betumi be akoba say ye other alternative of which I those living and you say Ghana for baby now US, Canada, and Mexico. Next, you bet me, I want to bet me I a lesser cost. Now, the tickets, but more mono to me, cheer the team on. I didn't say the same support now, the same Ghana for now, bet me cheer the team on. So to me, I didn't say it is the right way to go. Say,
200 and 400, according to Minister. No, yes, Pesica bet me about fantastic. I said, Mamma, for baby girls, maybe so. I don't know, no baby for one boom, some now. Yo,
Beko. Beko.
So 200 then I'm the baby girls of quiet and say,
Beko. Support no, yes, sometimes a matter ye pa, but and you not necessarily in a couple game no.
But then also
one performance you can even gain support from there.
Oh yeah.
So that's it. You go 2010 we can say World Cup. I was South Africa. At a point in time, the whole Africa was supporting Ghana.
But at that point, for tourism's sake,
yeah.
I was was supported to move creativity. And if media never buying apart from born, media houses from the word buying now. We not doing alcohol. Attention alcohol or support. I swear, dear Congo. Your own Mama South Africa,
Mama Africa.
That be Mama
South Africa, Mama.
Oh, Dimbi. Show no or no quo, but on my media houses in Adrian, China for no quiet. On my prep,
you can't take it out. You came forward for
tourism's sake.
Yeah, came forward for young woman. How a stadium, you are very colorful and interesting. So support the quay better the best.
And reason my carbon say, and I Ghana boy Canada. 3 days of US.
So they're traveling alone. And in the amount involved in the question. So I didn't say penny phone here the beboa or mine na say boy team no because young Fabian Kokra so there and so there because the so players no be feel say I say ya neglect omo so at least sankaka ya sabe to me so omo kwa to me ko cheer team one I think say it will be the right way to go quickly
Eluwafo yankwe bomo ha na yanko
Blasters money asan baby and looking at permutation and calculations about it means that a best spend 1,171,600 Ghana cedis. Okay. And so we divided by nipa 26 and I do more corner. That means a better 3.04616,600. So what is equivalent to 300 billion for players alone. Technical team name management members am I. And looking at the huge sums of amount of money. Yeah, the mom where the appearance fee, the tournament proper, nye bonuses, MI, ne, Bibia can be MI, just appearance fee.
Well, yeah, what the name corner? What
the name corner?
FIFA, so you to say,
yeah, on the 1 wire budget, into FIFA, they will need be at the government.
We know our FIFA emblem say,
yes,
for prayer, because holidays, or supply and home. But the all using it now too quiet that traveling risks involved and they say calling in a bush and for quite another I be all signed in our Jumano. Or if I'm say BBC and I pack a car for Momo.
Until yeah, the enemy. Yeah, then 1,171,600 Ghana cedis. So which is a huge sums of money. The Biacasa, the Brastars are not airborne mine because the Asson.
You are the same as the last time I'm okay, you know. Yeah, I didn't say minister no cry idea.
Minister na minister will buy one thing some more kai.
The make I want to ask you. The previous tournament na ye kwen no. Sika e de mom. They say you for one city point so. It meaning minister na idea in bargaining wise because some tournament 4 years ago. Now mommy 2 cities. Now fast forward 4 years aba na me call the same tournament. Now was some the same amount of money. Now what is me? It's take
represent
man fanko baby sikan bosom so ide ma wa hai 4 years to come na more the same money manager team wodi
sir
Oh, can't go with them, Mrs.
300 billion Ghana
cedis. The amount in Obama, I'll get to convinced. And some million basing Jamon.
So it means that as you increase
say more 2 cities and now 4 years to come. Manager, that's one more 2 cities and it's morning. Of course. Hey, Bankam. Sikani, and the emblem will be at 10 time.
This is a national team. We feel say you are representing the
country. Ghana, dear young Kuya Homa Ghana. And this is I didn't doctors, politicians who took on ya. Omojaji racing walk or kwako de hotel.
Minister maintain the amount of money.
First na me can be power.
Oh, Ghana there.
Jerry akam.
Who dey o man wagene plako.
Jerry akam ku fam. Ye ko what cap out.
Akam more benefit na explain reason na yanko. Because na what for.
All the mama.
Why can't we? It's yanko.
I feel like a huge for appearance fee. Bonuses my and even participation we say crown so my and management committee
we are any participation.
Yeah,
this money for participation.
The appearance fee.
Yeah.
So a huge sounds of money. We say on my sounds so your who there. Some of these things we can negotiate.
Okay, come on, 11 billion.
11.7 billion.
Yeah. Okay. It's yeah. Can how they go?
Because previous another 4 years ago, my 100,000. Now 4 years down the line, it's not 100,000. No, they were there.
Yeah, one day my dear was in terms better can come.
Your man national team now is I am go for video. I am business. And I make us say the amount and I say how as a football no contribute to the national development and koso. Yenyan kitingiti bi pen free. Echena me de beba 0.4 something. Contribution to the nation development.
I so to me quite to obi bi dey cry 10. The US for na dey nam 9 point something. Me I one farmer players no.
The mother entire sports ministry no.
Well, we now physical cash e be about 4 billion.
Come send here. Blasters depend on baby our 5 by because Jordan mo dey o maje 11.7. Eti wa woni mi se wa fa kwan papa so na ba ya na wo dey no so. Ana go yemu a. Me dey oba ko yo me mo obi ani o. Me dey oba ko but oba o percentage me dey o. Isika me dey o. But Jordan mo ne patem dey obi agene 11.7 kusu.
But who say a hard because teachers for yes I'm fund 70,000. The finance ministry is over to me for the 7,000. But looking at amount of money and a hospital base California bison now you pump it into the blaster. I say you be football because you won't say a football nation. But the output and as the income as a football and so the more mine and so much. And just a sit down.
About maybe I want to. Well, you call work up FIFA the NC come and came with that.
Na FIFA work pram what to say? Eh, Kojo was a mediocre can you be no back.
Problem say we see you.
Can go pamper my check. Na some dey call na say.
We see you.
But
Agbasi issue my ni yo Blasters na omo chiro omo ho a omo ba omo person ka kwada o. Yam kwa agbasi no we.
Agbasi issue no. When say 2023-24 season o pray. And was after dreams you know go outside and o could pray or ball match be no could pray and a blockade move to outside no and a house for Kofano 25-26 and look at baby Agbasi Abedu. So this is some of the blessings I told that young couple the bar nipa bro. Me one of the people are once the last time because Agbasi be coffee but per match any training near me one day. Me one of the few people I'm thinks I'll go see the World Cup.
Training them, then training among Kwamu and be because make us no.
She says no, you can not do.
Anna the
fidelity. Goalkeeper. Says one of after Anna saves the moon. Yeah,
come back, but season a free whole banner. A Musa day.
Japan's a more casa because I train in support fidelity to goalkeeper them. And my deal, board the hop, when you just we pay Jaddy, we want keep a benny. Keep away, you boy, on your seals.
Keep away. Training, a show now, be brave. We show now. A best show,
me a game day no we bo we dia me bo nsima but training there player no ordinary wo
na say they practice or training and one there
Matthias
there are certain coaches or
e tiade we nti na chenchen abezu nko we ka
okweku no only this
the third video
when enya we nko anya training asem there
abesi there
on the more serious note
come ka asem we abesu ko we ka
na say
cat influence
agbesi we better champion masare
Solomon agbesi o better say
Asare, agbasi a better goalkeeper than Benjamin Asare.
Last time I say if not say Asare we dey ka
na has foku protect no e ma saje ne ma sanya san ko be kwa bana na chia say
yakase obi ya better
agobe tunu kra
yakase obi ya better
when no opportunity ada ha to folk
ma benka asem no peso ola kwajumo on kasa who define better
goalkeepers no obi ya better
ana be a better change
reverse ni a obey bo ayasa na 20
reverse there
atezi ga kwensiri 37 goals a single season o check goalkeepers ni na wo de Abrante ne dina de Benjamin Asare beba wo de Solomon Agbesi abeto second reverse na ba na ba fa anan ansana atezi ga ye fi say oye hero no wabada fifth ona kwensiri
go make say obi ya better
me bo de kwa me ya ya va numbers
goalkeepers o mo wo krom ha o man ko nyina you best start to my compare with you.
Yeah,
Agbesi.
Yes, for Bibra.
Yeah,
Bobby
some goalkeeper.
Some
goalkeeper.
Musa.
Maybe you go start goalkeeper.
Kobi.
Dabi Agbesi better Agbesi far better than all these goalkeepers.
Oh, far better. Abe.
And I just say better keke said Kwame kan Kwame na use adjective ni far. Even Benjamin Asare crown to me Agbesi. Debi.
I will see a far better.
Na Benjamin reflexes. Goalkeeper ni onimpo say gina penalty so che penalty.
Obi after 18 years na Ghana team bi ankon Conference Cup 7 finals da. Wade wakwa kudu.
Fantastic.
Senko ultimate de omko final ka best goalkeeper of the tournament ka ko dia Solomon Agbesi.
Nti one that time e final Blasters.
E plan the ha no. Solomon Agbesi that time the Sabre Nkoko. Abe Nkoko. Ana Tanzania club will be pen. Zamalek crowd no boy.
No so pen. Ya wo chena hwe.
Said ya e chena de almost start ni na beba. Sense squad beba ne. E chena do bia start beba.
Menga so anya adi o by Blasters come on I can.
There's a Blasters na Blasters in standard bio. Blasters in standard bio.
That one goalkeeping department.
There be every aspect of Blasters in standard nene there.
They were standard.
Oh, the
man for no crowd was standard.
I drop it. Standard, I drop it.
With all due respect.
And Niyama more ball just 38 minutes. The whole season of World Cup.
What the command Suleiman at World Cup. Now Jack Joseph Penty will fear it is an insult. What shall we start?
And Niyama for 38 minutes. Just 38. The whole year of World Cup. Now standard.
You see, Niyama has been with the Blaster team. If not for injury. Always here qualapa
and no
fringe never.
Yes, so fringe never. And team player, he is part as a Kudus Mohammed. How many times this is not? Oh yes, only the name they
Majida Shmerunzo.
If not for politics, as around here for
Majida Shmerie can come. Okolono. Okolono. We're free the team ni mo.
Obasi your bomb Mexico. Prayers are
when you playing time no money call loan.
Your bomb Mexico. Is the only prayer not to be progressible.
Magasi mo fa we no to mama na yen na birthdays ahoro. Yen kra yen fe emfi ho na. Yes. Okay. I'm sure for my uncle na GFA Capo Kurt Okreku awoda so happy birthday to Kurt Okreku Ghana Football Association yem president ndonti presido happy birthday uncle fam na mami rich na yen wo hye no na so rich and so awoda ti happy birthday to Rich. See you at my Richie creations +1 today. Happy birthday enko enfama senior man Richie yekoye ono a na ebefa telecast bibia emaye now yame aduma wasa sound so aware bi oho afama na yankwa kweke me ame classmate Moses Dakwari Peswa one ababawa yefa no Gladys Awuni 20th June 2026 and upon 9 sharp I was Sankregwa wasa dunko Christ Apostolic Church ho a ana dwumadie no enso ebekọ so a eno enso enya agroti yamamo awolo so na enyama enye kama na bagos mame last so na yen soro so inshaba formula of Coastal FM o say ene ne bra kuma ne bra keto awoda Ebenezer Edu aka element eti happy birthday enko emfama branch a ye for element yanko pon ya kase no onhira wo pa na sika wa ma me hu sika bobo ho pa na be ye kase pa kwa me yeko fi
ene ye Ogambo nso birthday
Ogambo birthday wa bom pa
se me amini pa enti Ogambo ene your birthday on da so no abe ene the birthday
5 goals considered.
12 games and fan World Cup.
45 goals considered.
12 games and Monko World Cup.
Nasa Raya considered.
Yeah, quarter maso. Me Raya komo. Ya ko. Cheba ko bi. Nche yo. Ose
Nyambo
Yamwa.
Lechena.
Pragia Radis ni na ma yenche mo. Ana farmers for no kweku monitor show ni papa nti ma yete chomu na so monitor jumede no
okay ati ye di sina yam ya aduma echina ya san aba asefo no doso abofo no sa o ya dia na wa hwe yo kwa Abeiku Sikani di akra obia bye
ni nsu adani soro